now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it.
True international depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. If I can circle back, I'll circle back with you.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 338 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
And I'm Brian.
And we're two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. And of course, Brian, we decided to hit record right as I need to pee. But that's kind of how we do things, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like we put a little bit of thought into this, but that's exactly what happens. We put in a little bit of thought.
Right. Uh-huh.
I'm just curious if we actually put it in a full-time effort, not even a full-time effort, if we both put in 20 hours a week to making the show better, I bet you we could actually get some listeners and everything, you know?
Possibly.
Yeah. Our time's more valuable than that, unfortunately.
So I see here that Al Gore was right. 20 years late, but he was right.
Yeah, I don't understand
I don't understand how they consider him right if it took 20 years for this stuff to come true.
What do you mean come true? Polar bears are supposed to be extinct by now. There's more
Right.
on the planet than ever documented. The ice caps were supposed to have melted, and everyone except for like Appalachia was supposed to have drowned by now.
Yeah, you were supposed to be safe.
Well, yeah, realistically, Appalachia is like the only part of the United States that would survive a global flood, but that's a different conversation altogether.
Yeah.
But the world
I
was
shared
supposed
this
to end
article
already.
because it was so ridiculous. You know, the ABC came up with this as a story.
And right after the EPA came out and said, no, we were totally wrong on all these predictions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
I thought it was ridiculous when you shared that. And I was like, literally the opposite just came out.
I know.
And the fact that my house isn't underwater.
Right.
Because the ice caps didn't melt.
Yep.
Because that was supposed to happen, what, like 6 years ago or something dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it drove me nuts. He's like, oh, no, they were right. It's unfortunate. Like, what do you mean they were right? You're still alive, dude. All right. Grion is back in the news. He's about to hit trial.
Yep.
His attorney came out, and I don't know why his attorney would be speaking to the media, or maybe the media got wind, or maybe the media was there when they presented their defense.
Mm-hmm.
But they were going to go with some kind of like psychiatric thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Mental health defense. But then within like a day and a half, they withdrew that defense.
Right. Because he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in an insane asylum.
Just like this dude who killed Irina Zarutska.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're going to bring up one defense and then withdrew it right away tells me that you're grasping for straws.
Right.
What defense does he possibly have for walking up behind someone and shooting him in the back of the head with a gun that he built at home and drove across state lines with?
No idea.
Like, the only defense he had was, I'm fucking crazy. If you're not going to claim that, you may as well have just pled guilty and got a lesser sentence, right?
Right.
I don't know. Am I missing something here?
We don't know everything because we're not following it that closely. So, I mean, we're just seeing the headlines as they pop up randomly. But it seems like we don't have the whole story here.
Maybe, but that's how we do the show in general, and it seems like we're 5 steps ahead of the average person anyway.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily mean we are 5 steps ahead in every situation, but I mean, this guy has no defense for what he did.
No.
I swear to God, if this guy gets convicted and people start going fucking nuts defending the pretty white boy from going to prison because of discrimination, I'm gonna lose my shit. Jeez Louise. That ridiculous it's Italian unibrow he's got. Okay, you remember that school that we talked about way back in the day when Charlie Kirk was killed, which was what,
Yeah.
a year and a half ago? Well, we
Mm-hmm.
talked about the school that had this rock, and apparently it's like a thing to paint it
Right.
for. Yeah, it's a thing, but you have to get permission from the school, et cetera, et cetera. Well, we talked about this group that had painted it as a Charlie Kirk memorial, got permission, and then it was painted over immediately, and
Right. Because
yeah, the students
yeah.
were disciplined, right?
Mm-hmm.
For like what, a radical message or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. The school now admits that they were completely wrong for doing what they did, and they've overturned any discipline on these kids' permanent records, but they still spent time out of school.
Ooh. Oh boy. Wow.
Well, they still spent time out of school. Now,
Yeah.
if you're a piece of shit
And
kid who
they had to
doesn't give
do
a
with the
fuck,
humiliation of being disciplined like that too, being singled out for painting on the rock. That's something that not everybody agreed about.
yeah, and if never mind, I thought this was a different case. I was about to say I thought this had something to do with when everyone walked out of school in protest of something else,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think this has anything to do with that. But it's good to see at least the school admit they were wrong because for the longest time they said, no, you're a Nazi.
Yeah.
And well, maybe these folks are realizing that just using extreme rhetoric isn't getting their point across. And shoot, why don't we go ahead and put Nazi in the same category as the other N word? Words that should not be spoken. And even if you are explaining at a board meeting what words you're not allowed to use at work, if you say them to say this is the word, you're still going to lose your job, Papa John.
Yep.
So everyone who comes out and yells Nazi, we could just, kick them out of school, just like they're dropping the N bomb on black folk. Because that's what it's turned into. It's turned into a slur versus a descriptive word.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am gonna try to get rid of this pressure on my bladder. I
All
hope
right.
you know enough about this next Supreme Court case about the Second
I
Amendment.
I actually read this one when I shared it. Ha ha
No, no,
ha.
I read a lot about this, and it's way more complicated than I thought.
Yeah.
But the end result is
Basically, somebody sued the government saying that just because he was a marijuana user, he should still be able to own a gun. And the Supreme Court ruled on the case this week, stating just that yeah, that can't be the only reason why the person can't get a gun. They said it's a very narrow decision, but it's a major decision because that was one reason why a lot of people refused to go get their medical marijuana card because they were afraid if they got that, they'd be on a list somewhere and they wouldn't be able to buy a handgun or a rifle sometime down the road in their future. Because there'd be that stigma of being a marijuana user on there. But Supreme Court said that's not the case. It's not a federal thing. So even if you do smoke marijuana in a state where it's illegal, you can still get a gun. I guess that means that Hunter Biden's
no,
case is going to get overturned too.
it doesn't even say in a state where it's legal. It's saying that
Right.
uh yeah, this is
Any
a
state.
nationwide ruling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had some issues with this when I read the rules. And then I looked at the Supreme Court ruling and I was like, oh. And basically they came down to like bits and pieces of what felony type classes are
And, and
actually
this happened very weirdly because this was a unanimous decision. How many decisions in the Supreme Court these days are unanimous?
actually isn't this like the third in a row?
Maybe, but it before that doesn't happen very often.
Well, it used to happen a lot more.
Yeah, when people
Uh
were willing to talk to each other and debate and discuss.
correct. Uh well, yeah, it ultimately comes down to what class of a felony it is. And by
Hmm.
Trump rescheduling marijuana, it moved it from one felony class to another felony class. But if you're caught um selling marijuana, by the federal agents, you're still not going to be allowed to buy a gun. This is
Right.
basically if you have a bag at home and you smoke up once, every night before bed,
Mm-hmm.
or if you have plants in your yard, like 2 or 3 plants,
Right.
they're not going to take away your rights. Now, I would like to make the argument that this could expand more broadly to tie voting rights directly to this in terms of when do you lose and when do you gain back voting rights. And I'd like to make the argument that when you get convicted and go to prison for a prison sentence, that they
Right.
you shouldn't just get how many years of prison. You should also get, okay, here's 10 years federal prison, prisoner,
Mm.
inmate, but
Yeah.
15 years you can't vote, 17 years you can't own a gun. I would actually like to see this come out because this is actually allowable under our constitution for the very fact that a court can say you can't own a gun or you can't vote. We could be setting different penalties
Yeah.
on this on top of instead of that you can never vote again, you can never own a gun again.
Right.
Why not say, okay, you made some bad decisions when you were 19, 25, fucking
Mm-hmm.
30. What in 10 years you clean your life up? Why can't you vote again and own a gun?
Right.
Mm, Just my opinion. Where do you stand on that idea? Because as it stands now, you need to file paperwork after so many years after getting out of
Yeah.
prison to get these rights back.
Um, I think I'm still on the paperwork side, because I mean, if you don't have the initiative to do the paperwork and request your rights back, you probably shouldn't be voting in the first place.
Yeah, but who are you requesting your rights back from?
The
It's
government.
who it's whoever's sitting in office that day, and it's usually not the governor or the president making that decision.
Yeah.
It's somebody who has partisan views one way or the other, working in the ATF, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't think the government should have that much authority. I think it should, if you have your gun rights removed for crimes, I think there should be a time instead of file paperwork in 15 years, we'll see what happens. It should be you can buy a gun. All you have to do is a background check.
Yeah.
And it'll show up in your background check. It's like, yeah, they were, until such date they weren't allowed to own a firearm, but it's the day after that. This is just me, though. Maybe this is my libertarian coming back out. What can I say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I saw like 4 stories about this. I think you shared it. I'm not sure.
We
The
talked
Florida.
about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, is that okay? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. And then animal control knew these dogs were a problem, but they didn't do anything about it and it killed somebody.
Yeah, these dogs mauled a woman to death in Florida. Uh, Husband couldn't stop it. She managed to. That's right. You even said she saved her dog from these dogs, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was,
I understand, and good on you, lady. But you, as well as I, that dog would be fucking bait. Your little lap dog would be bait to get those dogs away from you, and you know it as well as I, wouldn't it?
yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy. I love you, but you're dying today, not me.
Right.
Um, but yeah, apparently these dogs have attacked other people in the neighborhood more than once. Um, and I guess these dogs turned up dead.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, well, the husband of the woman that was killed is being investigated.
Oh, okay.
They're not sure. They're waiting for a necropsy to come back because they don't
Maybe
call it
this
an
is a different
autopsy.
dog attack then. I don't think it's the same dog attack.
Maybe
Maybe it
I'm
is.
not
I don't know.
sure. I'm
I
not sure because I was like, this sounds super familiar.
It does sound familiar.
But yeah, now they're looking at the husband of the woman who died for killing these dogs after the fact, and I was like, if they
Well, shouldn't the
mauled this
dog
woman
been
to death, why
seized? The
weren't
dog.
they destroyed by the
Yeah,
government?
exactly. They should have been in the pound and already being euthanized.
I'm telling you, especially in Florida. how many? There are more guns in Florida than people, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he come out and shoot both these dogs to death? Thing is, it was 2 a.m. too. But why
Hmm.
didn't he come out and shoot both these dogs to death when they were murdering his wife? Now, Brian, I know you're not a big gun guy, but up there in Michigan, you understand how shit works. If you got three coyotes ripping your wife apart, you're grabbing your shotgun, aren't you? Your little
Yeah.
16 gauge.
Yeah. So funny story here. I
Man,
downloaded the Michigan State, DNR app to go ahead and
I
set it
love
up.
it. No, I love
Probably
it. You
get
guys
my
are college
fishing license and stuff like this. But here's the funny thing. When I put in
DNR.
all my information, it found my hunter safety course from 1980 and put it into the app for me.
You know what's funny about that is they made it a big deal that I have to keep my little piece of perforated paper they tore off when I passed my hunter's education course. Uh, I keep it in my wallet. I really shouldn't, but you have to have it on you if you're hunting or fishing.
Yeah, mine's in the app. I'm like this. I did that class in like sixth or seventh grade,
It's
and that
funny.
was
I
just
did
a
it.
couple years ago.
Yeah.
Couple 20, 30, 40.
I just I don't have my wallet on me. I just don't like that my hunting license says DNR on it.
Right, right. Do not
Yeah,
resuscitate.
yeah, do not resist. I'm out with guns in the woods. Other people out with guns in the woods. Please resuscitate. You know?
Yeah.
But I was like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, it's a Department of National or Natural Resources.
Resources. But I just
And I was
laughed when I logged in. I set it all up, and there it was. I'm like, wait a minute.
like,
This is
yeah,
my
we're
actual hunter safety course from 1980.
yeah. Hey, Brian, you want to
They
go duck hunting?
Michigan keeps better records than I
But yeah,
thought.
exactly. It's like, boom, here you go. I don't know about where you are, but I have to keep my hunter safety's certificate on me.
Well, it's in the app, so I can just show them in the app now, as long as I got my phone.
I was gonna say, you guys got cell service everywhere?
Yeah, pretty much. Where I would be hunting and fishing, I would.
All
If I
right.
went to the Upper Peninsula, that might be an issue up there, But
Yeah, I keep forgetting it's Michigan and not the mountains.
yeah,
Michigan is a lot flatter.
yeah, yep.
But yeah, we have giant dead zones here. Like if I go shoot 300 yards from the house, I
I've
lose
driven through
5G.
them. I've driven through them.
Yeah, and you lose cell signal for hours,
I
don't
had
you?
the SOS service, I could text an emergency if needed, and that was it.
You're like, where the fuck am I?
In a national park, did they refuse to put cell towers in?
I know, I know. It's funny. I literally live in the middle of a national forest. Um, it is on both sides of me, the Monganella
Hmm.
National Forest. What is it, like 80? Oh shit, I want to say 80,000 acres, but for all I know, it's 800,000 acres. It's enormous. But I drive through parts of that are hours without cell signal. And then the
Yeah.
George Washington Forest between Virginia and West Virginia, or between Virginia or Hampton, Virginia, and here is hours of the same kind of roads. And I'm pretty sure you drove through the same forest coming from Virginia to come here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure did.
Oh my goodness. We didn't almost run out of gas, but we got to a point where we said we better start looking for a gas station. You know? When you see houses, like there must be a gas station somewhere.
Exactly. These people can't not ever get gas.
And just heads up for everyone, I say there are houses. I don't mean like suburban Massachusetts. I mean, every couple miles you see a house or five, and that's it.
Hmm. The
And
neighbors aren't
then,
close to you.
yeah, exactly. Ugh. All right, sorry to get way off topic, but I'm loving living out here in the mountains, dude. I feel less threatened by anything. I feel like I have a better chance of survival against nature than man's machinations.
Hmm.
Uh, all right. Okay, so what's up with this spy thing that just lapsed?
That's FISA.
Yeah,
So
I
they're more limited on what
Foreign
they can
Intelligence
say.
Security Agency.
Yeah, but they still can spy on us. You
Well, I
really
love
don't
how
think
it's.
they're spying?
Well, I mean, does this affect the FISA courts? Because that's what
Probably.
bothers me. These secret courts that no one's
Yeah.
allowed to hear about. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a fair court system to me. Uh, but I don't know. Do we need FISA?
Probably not. They said that it was another one of those after 9/11 things that was set up.
Yeah, can't we just put this under freaking Department of War and label it uh confidentiality as needed? All right. I don't know. It sounds like we don't necessarily need FISA because realistically, the only thing I've seen FISA do since they've been put into place is put people into prison for being terrorists without any kind of trial that anyone could see.
Okay.
This is a big argument the Democrats had in like the 90s, I think, right? Or no, wasn't the 90s because it didn't exist until 2001,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah, Obama put it in place. The Democrats got pissed off because it was secret.
No, Bush put it in place.
Was it Bush?
Bush was in office for 9/11.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, you're right. For 9/11, maybe Obama had to re-sign it,
Probably.
and then Trump tried to re-sign it, but the Democrats said no because
Yeah.
we don't give a shit about national security if we can't have people walking across the border unchecked, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which is the opposite of FISA.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Dear God, dude. I swear I am trying to have these libs with these ideas, these thoughts on the show.
Nobody will come.
They won't come on because they know they don't know what they're talking about. Problem is, I told one dude about the show, and then he went and checked it out for like 3 weeks. And I was like, "Hey, you want to come on?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "I hate what you guys are doing. You guys are assholes." And I was like, "Okay." And this is that Sean dude.
Okay.
I was like, "Well, come tell us why we're wrong." He's like, "No, because I can't. I don't know enough of what's going on." I was like, "So for all you know, I'm fucking right."
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
And you're pissed off about that. That the fact that I don't know what's going on means you're wrong.
Right.
Oh my God. Ah. You know what? I had intended to, but I forgot to bring up
The
a
cook. The,
a reel of chickens clucking.
right.
Completely forgot. But Vance apparently was on The View.
He was on every show this last week. He did all the talk shows.
Was this supposed to have something to do with the He's Deal with Iran?
Yeah, well,
No,
it's
this is
ended up that way, but he just released a book.
yeah, it's supposed to be his book, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be all about his book, but yeah.
But he's on The View, and well, he really shut those clucking hens up, actually, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Uh
He probably won't be invited back anytime soon.
well, the thing is, Joy Behar told him he should run for president, apparently off stage,
Hmm.
and he's good for a Republican. I guess the rest of the View like tore apart the next day or a couple days later.
Okay.
But they posited ridiculous ideas, and he explained the point of view of the Republican Party. I'm
I
like, well,
don't
that's not.
know if he's done enough as vice president and even got his name out there enough to be nominated as president, you know?
Oh, I think Marco Rubio has a way better chance of getting the
Mm-hmm.
nomination
I do too.
than
Because
Vance has. Yeah.
he's out there all the time too, speaking around the world, you know, as Secretary of State. So, and people
And we'll
know
see.
him. He's been on the public scene a lot longer than JD Vance.
You're right. He's been around a lot longer. He was a congressman for how long?
And then a
And
senator.
yeah, exactly. And Secretary of State's not a small role in the federal government.
No, I bet he's home. I bet he's home like maybe 1 week a month, if that. He is on his plane, flying somewhere all the time, putting out fires, especially with the Iran thing. I'm sure he's been on the go, go, go.
Oh, okay, first of all, I want to make a couple jokes about that. First of all, JD Vance said that uh the leaders of Iran are nasty negotiators, but the women of the View were way worse, and he managed to handle them. And it's funny because the women on the View actually took it as a compliment.
Of course they did, because they're
Uh,
idiots.
yeah, and Rubio, at least when he's flying around the world, it's for work and not to go on vacation. He's putting out fires when he flies around instead of letting fires burn when he flies around, like California
Uh-huh.
governors do. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it was the
And
mayor, wasn't it?
mayor.
The mayor was in South America, I think, was it,
Hmm.
or was it Africa?
Someplace in
When
Africa.
Yeah, Ghana or something like that.
Hmm.
When the fires were occurring, it's like, wow.
And she
And you
knew
didn't,
before she left there was a distinct possibility of forest fires.
and okay, you hear that, like, oh, well, we'll take the risk. When you come back once the fire started,
Yeah, you
like,
should. Most definitely.
oh my God.
Not her.
Uh, so- but yeah, Vance is actually he quelched the upsetness, the angst of the View women, which is unheard of, let's be real. And only Whoopi called him racist. One of them told him he should run for president, which I could have sworn you guys told us a year and a half ago that he was just as bad as Hitler.
Right, exactly.
I'm having a tough time believing you women.
Exactly. They say one thing and do something else. They change their story, as fast as they can when it's
Well,
convenient.
here's a sad story. Major Oak. It
Yeah.
is the massive oak tree famous in the Robin Hood stories
Hmm.
way back in England. I believe it was 1200 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they said it's a
1200 year old
1200-year-old tree.
1200-year-old tree in Sherwood Forest was killed. And it says killed. It was 1200 years old oak tree.
It killed by too many tour visitors.
Well, they're saying that people were going up and touching it, and the sheer walking up to it, over 1200 years, all of these feet with body weight upon them walking up to the tree
Hmm.
compacted the dirt like concrete.
Hmm. Okay.
So moisture wouldn't get down to the tree. But they're pointing out that like the structures they built to try to support the tree didn't help it. Problem is they shouldn't have tried to build it up to support the tree. They should have cut off dead parts of the tree.
Yeah. Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, you cut off the dead part and let the live part continue to get sunlight instead of trying to spread the nutrition to everyone, let those who work survive.
Hmm.
So yeah, this 1200-year-old tree, famous tree from the Robin Hood stories, is considered dead. They're not sure because let's be 100% fair here.
They don't know.
Sometimes trees take a little longer to sprout. Maybe it's on its dying leg, maybe it's a whatever, but instead of trying to support this tree, why don't you go to cut off the definitely dead stuff? Go up there and till the earth around the base of the tree and water it. But they won't do that either, will they?
No.
No. All right. You shared this. I don't give a shit. I have never once in my entire life seen the Jack in the Box.
I have. I've been there twice in the last week.
And I remember as a fact, I think it was the 90s, maybe it was the late 80s. Jack in the Box got in a lot of trouble when someone ordered like French fries and got like a fried rat or something.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's what ruined.
Delicatessen. That's a delicacy.
Mm.
But no, I mean this is a West Coast chain. You've never been stationed on the West Coast, so you wouldn't
No, but I've been to
come
California.
across.
I've still never seen a Jack in the Box.
They're everywhere in California. Them and Del Tacos.
I was in the LA area.
I was number 3 in line to get in when they opened up for the very first time.
Was it any good?
It's not bad. They're one of those places that eventually they'll be open 24 hours a day, and they serve their breakfast menu 24 hours a day in addition to their lunch menu. You can order anything onto their menu at any time.
Oh, all right. How is Yeah, but it's a drive-through, so it's probably not a.
Well, there's inside places to sit during the out daylight, you know. There is
I
a
was saying you're
dine-in
probably
area.
not getting eggs and bacon breakfast at 6 in the. I say 6 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
You could. I mean, but it's going to be like, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit or croissant or a burrito type deal.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, like a Dunkin' Donuts does it.
Yeah. All right. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've never even seen one, never let alone been into one. But all I can remember is that big scandal they had way back in the day with like there was like a full on, not even like a piece of a rat, like a full on fried rat instead of French fries. Pretty much ruined their name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they're
apparently your
making a
mission,
comeback. We're going to have like 5 of them owned by this same uh Indian family. They own almost everything. They own like a hotel right behind the where the Jack in the Box is, so they own the whole property. So it must be
are they,
nice to have that kind of
are,
money.
are they at least American too?
Probably now.
Probably now.
And we looked it
Okay.
up. To start a Jack in the Box franchise, you got to have $1.7 million to put into it, and then like 50,000, $60,000 liquid.
Yeah. Same thing with like a Burger King. You need something like a million, half million just to apply for the
Right.
franchisee
Yeah.
license. And then you have to actually build the Burger King.
Right.
And yes, you own it, but it's not your rules.
Right. You got to follow the franchise. You got to follow the corporate rules.
And let's be real, Burger King, McDonald's, a whole bunch of them are pretty well established.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably going to make money. Jack in the Box is making a comeback.
Yeah.
This is either a really good chance to make a shit ton of money or lose a ton of money,
Right.
right?
Yep. Only time
We'll
will
see.
tell.
Yeah, it's tough to compete against Burger King, McDonald's. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. There's a McDonald's across the road from it, so.
well, there you go. Prime example.
And this could have
Who's
been in follow-up right here because we did talk about this story in the past. This is the guy that deployed after he got elected to the school board. He did some of his
yes,
school board meetings virtually when he could, but eventually he couldn't do it virtually anymore. And then people on the school board were so pissed that they couldn't vote stuff through like they wanted to, that they asked him to resign. He did not resign, and this Lisa Kane, whoever she is, she's a
McLean,
lawmaker here in Michigan. She's the House GOP conference chairwoman. She
and she's targeting deployed active duty members.
No, she was the one that came out and said that to the school board that it was wrong for them to do that, that they were trying to remove a conservative colleague for missing meetings while on deployment in the Middle East.
Hmm, okay. Does this matter?
Not anymore. He's back.
Oh,
His
he's
deployment's
back.
over.
All right, has that screwed anything up with his vote back?
No,
You
she's
don't.
just saying that, calling it was a stupid distraction that shouldn't have taken place.
Oh, it was a giant waste of everything, and you guys ignored everything else. Okay. Well, over here, there's some country singer. I don't know country. I don't give a shit. I don't like it, but people do. This guy, Charles Wesley Godlin,
Hmm.
apparently raised a big stink about country roads. Take Me Home by John Denver.
Yep, yep,
However,
yep. West
how everyone,
Virginia.
yeah, how everyone says the song's not actually about West Virginia. It's about Western Virginia. This guy threw a shit fit, basically. Uh, because he had to communicate with the family of John Denver to do this like extra song he wrote that like tied in with it for his
Right.
own tour. And they all said, no, it's about West Virginia. Uh, I mean, the geography for the most part could be either state,
Yeah.
but everyone says John Denver said it wasn't, and no one can actually show me the video of him saying that.
Hmm.
Apparently, it's these guys about these guys driving through Harper's Ferry.
Okay.
What is that? Where like DC, Virginia,
Yeah.
Maryland, and West Virginia all meet,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. It's all part of that area.
Yeah, yeah. It's about his trek west from there and writing about what he saw.
Does it really matter? I mean, it's just a song. Why? What's the big blow up about it? Why is he so mad about it?
Well, because there's a lot of people that swear it's not about West Virginia. It's about Western Virginia. West Virginia is a bunch of fucking inbred hillbillies that, fuck their sisters, is their argument. And it's like it's the most beautiful scenery you're gonna see in this fucking country. And that's why he wrote a song about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We got two sheriff's deputies over here in Berkeley County, which is uh 2 hour drive from me. They got picked up for fraud charges. Multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. And I can't quite remember exactly what they did. Oh, I'm sorry. They were stealing taxpayer funds and misappropriating conservator account assets. So apparently these cops were like taking taxpayer money to like for like, like gang cleanup or whatever
Wow.
and paying themselves.
That's okay. Sounds like fraud, definitely.
Yeah. Uh yeah, they've been picked up. They're gonna be going to prison pretty soon. And dude, we're gonna come back to this soon enough. Uh but this foiled terror attack in DC.
Yeah. Mother called it in.
Yeah, well, yes, but the people of the guy said he was looking after like capitalists and billionaires, right? And then he mentioned Shelley Moore Caputo or Capito, Jim Justice, as well as Miller or Kara Miller and Riley Moore. So that's both senators from West Virginia and two congressional representatives from West Virginia. If you want to talk about wealthy billionaires, let's not
There they
talk
are.
about West Virginia, right?
Right, exactly.
And we're definitely going to get into this because Brian, I want to talk to you about what happened in DC in general, about this
Yeah.
trying to create a flow. But anyway, that moves us on to what happened in Virginia because we're going to
This
do
is a
Virginia.
stupid. I looked at this article and actually read the damn thing. The
Yeah.
study says that Virginia is the third most likely state to survive an alien invasion. And they're
Yes,
saying it's
you
because
shared this, and I only read it because I thought it was fucking stupid. Dude. And you see the two states that beat Virginia?
Maryland was one of them.
Massachusetts is
In
the
there.
other.
Well, how are they going to survive without any guns?
Well, it's funny. It mentioned specifically Virginia was because of all the military.
Military, yeah.
And it says specifically extraterrestrial aliens, not illegal aliens, by the way.
Right,
Just
yep, yep.
I was like, what?
I'm like, who's
Massachusetts?
got time to come up with these stupid studies and get paid for it?
First world problems, huh?
Yeah.
You're not worried about eating or staying warm. You're
We're
busy
for
spending
about
your
the
time
aliens.
figuring out which states can handle an extraterrestrial invasion better.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, where I am has a better chance because the aliens gonna have a tougher time finding anything. Massachusetts ranked higher than Virginia, and
Yeah.
military was on the list. What
Right.
military is
There's
in
not much military left in Massachusetts. The Constellation.
The Constitution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
world's
Ooh,
oldest commissioned
great.
the
You have a
Navy's oldest ship
fucking 250-year-old wooden boat.
with cannons.
Yeah, yeah, with 200-year-old cannons in it. Old Ironsides. Yeah, no, that's fucking great in 1776. But our actual modern ships are actually made of iron.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
The things that come across our news feeds, they're just
I know.
ridiculous.
But I was like, Wisconsin has a better chance of a defense against
And what about
aliens.
Montana or some of these states that are in the middle of the country,
That's what I was thinking with Wisconsin. That borders Michigan, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, there's
part
nothing
of
out
it.
there. It's fucking cows and a bunch of guys with guns,
Exactly.
which is what I thought Michigan wasn't. So they started voting Democrat.
We'll see. I'm about to vote in the primary here in August, so
Oh, you're gonna be the swing vote?
I hope so. Me and my
All
wife.
right, all right. Let me grab a beer. Tell me what's
All right.
going on.
So the DOJ is suing Virginia because now that the state has a Democrat governor again, she put this law in effect that says that federal agents aren't allowed to wear masks. And so once again, we got a state trying to tell the federal government what they can and cannot do in the state.
Not even that, dude. It brings me up to the argument that they forced us to wear masks for how long?
Right. But
And
no, it's not, it doesn't fit their narrative now. So,
now it's illegal to wear a mask.
right. Even though it's still random. Not actually, since I've been to Michigan, I have seen no one wear a mask. It was in Virginia, you still see them randomly, but nobody in Michigan wears masks.
That's because you're not in the city. You
Oh,
were next to the city. You were in the city in Virginia. Now you're in
true.
the fucking country.
Yes, I am.
The people around you have guns instead of dust masks.
The best internet I can get is Starlink. That's how country I am. So, which works fine, works great. I have no complaints about it. A lot of
It
people
seems to
complain
work.
about it.
It
Yeah,
seems to work well enough, at least for what we're doing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, we're not absorbing a ton of bandwidth, but I'm certain we're using a significant data portion
We
doing.
are when we're on Zoom, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it, because we're doing video back and forth that no one
yeah,
else is seeing that we don't have to
yeah.
be doing.
Right. But it makes the show more interactive for us. So,
Yeah, because I can see your reaction and laugh and keep going or whatever, you
yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
Uh, but yeah, I don't understand why Spanberger thinks she has the authority over the president of the United States. Like, I'm pretty sure the Civil War was the changing point of this when it became
You would think. But I think
when the
people,
federal government
is the
took
Civil War still
precedence.
taught in school?
In terms of when the federal government always took precedence over state. Because I don't know if you realize the federal Constitution of the United States used to only apply to the federal government.
Okay.
Individual states could still take your weapons from you. But then after the Civil War, that was when the federal government said, no, no, no.
Uh-huh.
And actually, it was over guns, believe it or not. You can't just own slaves. These guys are allowed to defend themselves, etc. The whole
Yeah.
they have rights too thing,
Right.
which is crazy watching these people make arguments that contradict themselves in terms of the history. It's
Right.
like they don't know how any of this shit work. They've been pampered their entire lives. They've
Mm-hmm.
never had to work. They've never struggled, and that's why they can come out on a fucking Wednesday afternoon for 5 hours and bitch about the government. It's
Yeah.
because they don't have to be at work to pay their fucking bills.
Right.
Oh no, they're poor too. Obviously not, because they have somewhere to go home tonight. You know, if I don't pay my mortgage, I don't get to go home. If you don't pay your rent, you don't get to go home. Et cetera, down the line. Why should I give you access to my gains unless you're willing to put in some of your gains? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just
Uh-huh.
like in a real true communism, the lazy are kicked out or executed, depending on the size of the communism you're talking about. If we're talking about like United States communism and as far as 20 people to go live in the fucking national forest alone,
Hmm.
the lazy people get kicked out
Right.
because everyone else dies supporting them. Whereas in Soviet Union, they got executed for the same reason.
Yep.
Well, how are you going to kick them out of the Soviet Union from Moscow? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Bullets a lot cheaper than the gasoline to get them out of the Union. And this is the
True.
thing a lot of these communists don't realize is they think they think by taking all of Elon Musk's money today will solve the entire world's problems forever.
Right.
It wouldn't even feed the hungry on the planet for a week.
Nope.
Now what? Now you've taken the chief moneymaker from the planet off the map, which means anyone who worked for him is no longer making money. Who's going to pay for all these programs you want so bad? You know? Now you have to pick up a fucking shovel.
Right.
And that no, I want to be a fucking artist, man. I'm gonna play my guitar when we hit the communist utopia. No, you're gonna be breaking fucking rocks because you don't know how to weld, you don't know how to plumb, you don't know how to fix a car, you don't know how to repair a computer.
Yep.
You're gonna smash the rocks, and someone else is gonna come and look inside of it and go, "Yeah, bring this piece over there, bring that piece over there," because they recognize what's inside of it.
Yep.
There's no place for art in a communism.
No, there's
Survival
not.
comes first.
Yeah.
Survival comes first. You need wealth for art. But I'm a nut job, huh?
Oh yeah. You're a wacko that lives out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, which by the way, I'm thinking about bringing back our predictions page, dude, because
Okay.
we were we were something like 85 to 90% the time we did it.
Hmm.
I think we've gone up in accuracy since
Probably.
then.
Probably.
All right. Oh my God. Uh, Richmond's Democratic Socialist leaders waged decades-long war in Shepherd. Oh yeah, the fucking commies in Virginia trying to. Not even no, it's not even Richmond, Virginia. I think it's Richmond, Washington.
Yeah, it's not Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, it shouldn't be where it is. I just saw Richmond.
That's fine.
Uh, they're trying to push Chevron out for destroying the
It's
planet.
actually California. This is Richmond, California. Yeah. They've
Yeah.
been there for decades. They've supported the economy with billions of dollars over these years. And because it's California, they're trying to push them out. And
Well, yeah,
a lot of people
California's
are
like,
going to
oh,
lose a lot of high-paying jobs if they go to Texas.
and that's the thing is these people are like, oh, the oil company runs the people here or whatever. And it's like, you mean the job?
Right. They're not
You
going to get
pick
another high-paying company in California anymore because they're all fleeing the state as fast as they
well,
possibly can.
why would anyone move in at this
Exactly.
point? The only thing you're gonna get is startups
Hmm.
that have to deal with California regulation, which means the startups are gonna fail because they're dealing with Chevron regulations, you know?
Right.
Oh, you ran your fucking electric grill 9 hours today? Oh,
That's too long.
that's a $5,000 charge. It's like I'm a fucking restaurant. You only use natural gas.
Right. Thankfully, they can put natural gas in their restaurants again.
The problem is these folks don't realize is you're not just losing the tax base of Chevron. You're losing the taxes. Okay, I'm going to assume that the paychecks of the employees is Chevron tax too, but you're losing out on the tax the state would bring in from these people spending their money. and paying their bills. Now they're unemployed and taking money from the government teat. Where's the government going to get the money to pay for all of this if you chase out everyone bringing money in?
That's a very good question.
Oh, let's just say, for example, let's just say, for example, I live in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
You do.
Yes. And I set up a small landscaping business for everyone in the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
And I hire, we'll say 30% of the population within 50 miles of me.
That's pretty
Now,
good.
yeah, well, that's actually it is pretty good no matter where you are, realistically.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And now the government says you can't do this. We hate you. We're gonna tax you out of business. Now 30% of the population just lost their jobs. So now there's no money moving about for the government to tax. Especially in this probably poor, impoverished area where no one lives. Here's the thing. Most common day items cost about the same here as they do everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Beer, etc., etc.
Speaking of beer, were you able to find some?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think the strike's over, dude. There were 30 racks abound everywhere.
Okay.
I was getting ready. I was gonna bring up in the UFC shit, but I was gonna bring up how I was ready to say it's time to stop the boycott of Anheuser-Busch, and I actually was thinking this when I thought I was gonna have to buy Bud Light.
Well, it was going to be good for the show because we were going to get a donation then. So.
Yeah, but they're still Bud Light supported the UFC event on the South
They're
Lawn.
the sponsor.
Yeah, they're making an effort.
Yeah.
They
No,
abandoned their other shit.
they found the real target audience when they decided to become a sponsor of UFC. So
Found or remembered.
remembered.
Yeah. Who buys our garbage beer? Oh, that's right. Frat boys.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Uh well, okay, what's this Spanberger? What's going on in Virginia with Spanberger and illegals?
They just the Department of Homeland Security is trying to stop them from they Virginia is a sanctuary state now, thanks to the Democrats in power.
Yeah.
And we've got this illegal immigrant that was charged with I think it's child abuse, if I remember the article.
I believe it was
Yeah,
sexual
sexual child
battery.
sex abuse at a babysitter's house, but was granted a $5,000 secured bond.
Yeah, it's like this guy has no reason to stay in the area. What makes you think he's coming back for trial?
He's not.
No, he's already out of the country.
Yeah.
Assuming
DHS was saying, "Hey, why'd you put him out, let him out on bond? You know, we should have came and picked him up and started the deportation process because of this." But now I guarantee we'll never hear from Jose Nahun Alman Hernandez ever again.
See, this is something that bothers me that I guess the libs either forgot or are pretending they don't know about, but how long has I committed a crime of running to Mexico to not go to prison been a thing? I know.
Not long.
What are you talking about? Jimi Hendrix wrote the song "Hey Joe." It was when he killed his wife or his woman for fucking some other guy, and he was going to run to Mexico so he wouldn't be executed for it. And that was in the 70s. By the way, that was 50 years ago.
Hmm.
You know, Hey Joe.
Yeah, of course. Thought it was Hey Jude.
No, that was the Beatles, you asshole. No, Hey Joe, where you gonna what are you doing with that gun in your hand?
Oh, that one. Okay, okay. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about now,
I
yeah.
shot my old lady. I caught her messing around town.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he's going to run down to Mexico where he can be free. Ain't no hangman. He ain't going to put no rope around me.
Yeah.
What makes you think people in other countries aren't doing the same thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you assuming that they can't think that on that high of an order? Because that's racist.
That's stupid. Stupidity.
Uh,
And we talked about this mayor too, in the past. That
I laughed
how in the
my
hell did he
nuts
get
off when I read
elected
this
when
one.
he's not even a U.S. citizen? Now he's facing deportation back to Mexico.
You know, what's funny is he was allowed to be mayor, but he wasn't allowed to vote.
Yeah, he voted.
But he made a big deal about how he voted, and it brought attention to him.
Yep. Stupid people.
Yeah, well, you play stupid games, man. You win stupid prizes, right? I just left my nuts off that he was bragging about all this shit and how the federal government can't do shit. I'm like, oh, you're going back to Mexico. You broke
And
our
you probably haven't
very
lived there in 30 years, but we don't care. You're not you broke the law getting here and we can depart you anytime we want.
well. Here's the question: is the asshole still know Spanish well enough to go back there?
Probably not. I don't care. Don't matter.
I mean, first language
He
tends to
needs to
stick a
go to
little longer.
Cancun or Cabo San Lucas, where the tourists go, so they all speak English.
There are some nice places.
Hmm. And then
There's some.
this could have been in follow up too here that this judge that let the ICE person, the
I know it
illegal
wasn't
alien
follow
out
up.
of her courtroom through a back door. She loses her
Yeah,
bid to kill
Hannah
the
Duggan,
verdict.
right?
Yeah, she is going to jail/prison.
Is she going to jail?
Well,
Because I
she is
couldn't
guilty
find.
of ICE obstruction. So, what do you
I
think
think
will happen to her?
I
You think she's just
I
going to get a fine and lose her
I
job?
I couldn't find a sentence. All I could find was that she's no longer a judge.
It does say former Wisconsin judge.
So I don't know what her penalty was. Maybe it was just being disbarred.
Let me see
I
if
don't know.
ChatGPT can figure it out.
Because judges tend to get lighter sentences for some reason, even though she gets stiffer sentences.
It was a 32-page ruling, so
Yeah. Dude, I started drinking at like noon today. I was
nice.
weed whacking out in the yard, ran out of line in my whacker. Went to go, I got my spool, my spline to re-spool my spool. Uh, Grabbed a beer, drank my beer as I looked at it,
She
said,
hasn't
fuck
been
it.
sentenced yet.
Okay, that's what it is then.
She faces, it looks like, although reports indicate probation is considered more likely than prison under the federal guidelines. Probation, whatever. I give up. That's why people are so disillusioned with the federal justice system. That people break the law, and if they're people of power or prestige, meaning judge or famous person, they get a slap on the wrist. Where if it was me or Jeffrey that did the same thing, we'd be in prison. No questions asked. It's a two-sided justice system, and it sucks.
What's up?
I was just talking about, I found on ChatGPT that said that she hadn't been sentenced yet and probation was more likely than prison time. And I was going on a rant about our two-tier justice system that we have in the United States. If you're a judge or a politician or a famous person, you get a slap on your wrist, where if it was you or me that did the same thing, we'd be in prison.
Well, here's the thing is they hold police to a higher standard, but not judges. This judge should be serving the maximum sentence just like Jeffrey Chauvin, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I agree.
Instead of the minimum sentence. This should be a
Hmm.
no, you knew better.
Yep,
Then
you did it on purpose.
whereas Chauvin was trained this by the police department.
Yeah.
I think and yeah, no, you're right. Two-tier justice system is not new here.
No, I know.
All right. Let's move on to what's going on in hoax hate. Shit, Brian. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're having a good time. Maybe I'm just fucking drunk, but we are moving super slow tonight. Or maybe we're just having good conversations. How's
I
that?
think we're having a good conversation. So,
I think so too. And this is a lot of material.
well, I mean, you were literally sharing articles like yesterday. Boom, 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 boom. I got like 50 alerts like in an hour of stuff that
I
was
know, but
showing
they were
up.
all good points though.
I'm like, oh, I know what Jeffrey's doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's reading the news.
Yeah.
But this oh my God. This Carmelo Anthony thing. This college professor is blaming Austin Metcalf's father for his son's death because black kids have boundaries, which basically means is this kid was disrespected and thought it was okay to kill someone else, right? No,
Yeah. That's not right, but yeah, okay. They,
I mean I
yeah,
have boundaries too. That doesn't mean I can stab someone through the heart, right?
no.
You know what I do?
Walk away.
Yeah, I get my shit and I leave now.
Hell yeah. Smartest thing you can possibly do.
Well, especially since I typically carry a gun these days, and I know if you don't avoid a conflict at every chance you get, you are wrong in any kind of
Right.
conflict if you have a gun on you. And same thing applies to a kid with a fucking knife. He had a chance to walk away and chose not to. He instigated a fight
Yeah.
and stabbed someone for responding to it.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot claim self-defense if you started the fight.
No.
This is a thing we all know. But yeah, we're supposed to be now we're supposed to believe, oh, just leave the black kid alone, let him do whatever. It's like, yeah, I
Right.
don't know this asshole. For all I know, he's here to steal our shit. Oh, because he's black? No, because I don't fucking know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I spent a lot of time in Virginia, a lot of time in the Navy. Very ethnically diverse. I don't know a better way to put it than that. I had no issue with people because of their skin color. I had issues with people because they were fucking assholes.
Right. Yeah.
And anyone who tried to start a fight with me over my skin color, I labeled as asshole. Not black, not Indian, not Arab. You know what I mean? It's just frustrating, dude. Uh like this, why not just say, no, this guy was an asshole and chalk it up as a fucking dickhead being a dickhead? Because no one seems to give a shit when a black kid kills a black kid.
No.
But all of a sudden, a black kid killed a white kid. Now he's automatically innocent.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not. He was some punk kid. And here's where I'll give you some slack. If this is the argument they were going to make, was it was programmed into him that he was been at disadvantage because of his skin color his whole life, and he was told this that no matter what he did, he was always going to lose.
That's
And he
wrong.
had, and that's why he fought back. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, so I'm going to blame the fucking media and the message put out. And the argument you're making now is exactly the opposite of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't claim that he did. He stabbed a 17-year-old through the heart.
Yeah.
Because depending on who you ask, a double-handed shove, a one-handed shove, or he was trying to shove him but couldn't even manage to shove him before he was stabbed. It's not an excuse to end someone's life. You know what I mean?
No.
dear God, I can't imagine what would be happening in a lot of places if that was the case. Someone disrespects me and pushes me, and then I can kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, my time in Chicago would have been very different. My time,
Yeah.
I say Chicago, Waukegan. Where the fuck is Great Mistakes? I know we used to go to
Illinois.
Waukegan. Yeah, it's in
Illinois.
Illinois. We used to go to Waukegan, Illinois. It was where we used to go on the jam vans. Joe, you went to Florida, didn't you?
I did. I went to Orlando.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, my father did too. His time in the Navy was a joke, though. Uh, he he signed up when Vietnam happened to not have to be in the army, right?
Right. Smart.
And I get that, right? Uh, and he was an electrician's mate who like basically guarded nuclear missiles. And then as soon as the war ended, like who wants to go home? The war's over, and he raised his hand. And they sent him home before his enlistment was over. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't talking
Mm-hmm.
trash.
Yeah.
He still signed up and did it. And that's the thing is, he still did more than your average American.
Right. Yep. I was the first person in my family to join the military.
Oh, I was one of many in a row.
I'm glad I did.
I would have liked to have retired, but medical issues became an issue. And then
Yeah.
turns out the wife's medical issues were more severe than we had thought. And
Mm-hmm.
apparently, and I should have struggled through as a welder with epilepsy. Well, let's be real. I was at E5. All I had to do was stop intentionally failing tests because I liked being an E5. I actually got to do work.
E5 was the best rate. It's
Right?
like you got a little bit of responsibility, but you don't have to do all the shit jobs at the same
Yeah.
time.
Chief trusts your word. You're in control of other people who do what you say. You
Uh-huh.
get to pick the prime jobs.
Yep.
And then you spend a couple hours when everyone else is gone filing paperwork, right?
Yep.
I was one test from not doing the physical work anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I was like, I liked the work, you know? And
Uh-huh.
I found when I found out that career Navy meant paperwork, I got pissed. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought I could be, and technically speaking, if you're the chief of a repair division,
Mm-hmm.
you show up on the work site and say, I want to weld, you're gonna be welding, right?
Yeah.
But why would you do that? You know?
Exactly. You've got too many other things to do.
Yeah, you got too much other shit to do, and you gotta let your boys make their own name. I don't know, man. I did some fucking amazing welds for the United States Navy. I got medals for them. Yeah. Now I'm drinking beer in my basement.
There you go. I'm drinking beer in my upstairs.
Yeah. I keep thinking about doing an outside thing, but it sounds like too much work.
Nowadays it does. We got too much shit we're using. We're not using a cell phone anymore to record the show. We're on the same location.
Well, I was thinking right next to my house where my Wi-Fi would still reach, but
Yeah, I understand, but still, you'd have to lug your laptop out there, where and everything, set it up. It'd be a pain.
mm. Anyway, as all this is going on, the Black Lives Matter leader that everyone is super familiar with just bought another $1.2 million house. I believe it's 1.2, right? Yeah, 1.2. Uh, so your donations are going to good use, folks.
Yeah, right. Oh my word. What
Well,
a what a scam.
depending
What?
on where you are on the economic chain, many may consider me quote wealthy.
Yes, many would.
Whereas many will say, this man has investments, he's getting by. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where the fuck? Oh, no. What were we looking at? Oh, her house. Her house.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
I have $150,000 house. Uh, I may be, quote, wealthy, but I do not live in a, what was it, $1.2 million house?
Right.
That seems ludicrous to me. I can't imagine the house you could build for $1.2 million.
Oh my, it'd be a mansion. And if you did it in West Virginia, you'd have a whole mountain to yourself. Michigan would be a huge place too. Most
Well,
definitely.
we were actually talking about building our own house. And I actually said, I want secret passageways. And the wife's like, what? I was like, no, I want to pull on a fucking book and like a bookshelf slide
Yeah,
aside.
yeah, if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, and I was like, I could sneak up to this side of the house. I want a secret room, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It still would have cost me less than $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. The people dedicated to charity and service always seem to be so wealthy, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Where do you think your donations are going? Here's the best part is on her fucking website where she's taking donations, it probably says right on it she's taking 20% or
Yeah.
50, you know what I mean? But people don't bother looking at it. And instead of helping Carmelo Anthony in his defense,
They
you're
bought a
buying this
house.
you're buying this woman a house. Yay!
Money well donated.
Oh, speaking of money well donated, this SPLC shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
What's
They get money from donations.
what's going on, dude?
Oh my word. I don't know
Apparently,
why this organization still exists because they're such a fraud organization. They should have been shut down a while back.
first of all, didn't way back in like the 60s, didn't they actually defend the Ku Klux Klan
Yes, they did.
their right to march? Because it was about rights at the time,
Yeah.
which is the name they've carried forward, but now it's about ending hate. But they're still carrying the American rights moniker. As it turns out that, well, we talked about this before multiple times. They're funding the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis and keeping them alive when they would be dead by now. And okay, oh, you're full of shit. It's not that bad. The fucking woman who's handing out the money for these people is sleeping with one of the neo-Nazis she's paying. And check this out, Brian. They share bank accounts.
Of course
She
they
put
do.
the money in her own account.
Didn't that happen in Georgia too, and that's what got them in trouble?
Could well be.
She was commingling campaign funds.
Well, okay. Yes, she was taking a piece of it for herself. This woman here just dumped it into her own bank account because had a bank account shared with this fucking neo-Nazi leader that they hired to be a neo-Nazi. They were living together. Who's the hateful people here?
Not the people that they're bragging about being hateful.
I don't pay the Ku Klux Klan, do you?
No, hell no.
Do you pay the neo-Nazis to fucking march?
No.
No. Have you ever once bought the Klan a cross
Hell
and
no.
rags and oil to burn?
No, no,
No.
no.
This woman has.
Right, exactly. Her organization has.
No, this woman did.
Oh, okay.
Yes, her organization, but this woman did because it was her fucking husband.
Ah, okay.
Okay, not husband, her lover
Romantic
that she shared a bank
partner.
account. Yes. What the fuck fuck is going on, dude? And you point this out to people, and they try to explain it away. And it's like, dude, you're explaining away Nazism. You sound like the Republicans that you claim are real.
Right.
But you can't find one. And they say, oh, it's... I'm pretty sure this happened with J.D. Vance on The View when Whoopi brought up, oh, you're erasing black monuments. And he was like, well, can you name one?
No.
And she couldn't. She goes, well, there's so many. He goes, well, it should be easy to name one. And she couldn't. Because it's not happening.
Right.
Oh, they took the boss at MLK out of the Oval Office fucking 7 years ago. Yes, they were fucking cleaning the Oval Office. You know what? It's back.
Yeah.
It was back a month later. You just insist on finding hate. It infuriates me. It makes me almost want to hate. Well, it makes me ask, dude, are you fucking retarded? Or are you a fucking liar?
Exactly.
How long have you been doing this show, Brian? Fuck, almost 20
like,
years?
Close to it, yeah. Yeah, I think I've known you that long.
I spent plenty of time talking shit about the fucking Republicans on the show, haven't I?
Oh, yes, you
the
have.
history of the show.
Yep, you have over the days, yep.
But then Trump
You
showed
were a
up and all of a
diehard
sudden,
libertarian for
Yeah.
many, many years. You know, I remember how many times did the guy that smoked pot try to run it for president, you know?
oh, the guy who, oh my God, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he couldn't remember the name of, he didn't remember the name of a city in like Libya that was getting
Yeah.
bombed. Aleppo.
Yep.
What's Aleppo? That's the end of that.
Mhm.
But these left assholes have gone so far fucking left, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, some fucking douche nozzle socialist in Chicago went out and tried to actually lit a cross on fire.
Insane.
He tried to say it was, well, actually, if you want to set up share, there's a video in there of him doing an interview.
All right.
He just sounds so stupid. He was clearly trying to set up a fucking fake hate crime, but got caught. And he was trying to justify what he did, but he was too fucking stupid to be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my God. There you go. And he's like, oh, I put a MAGA hat on it to make sure it was a MAGA point. He's like, dude, you lit it on fire. The MAGA hat was gone in seconds.
That's the ad.
Yeah, right? Don't you hate that shit? There it is. There's probably a commercial in there.
Oh, well, just us, though. I guarantee it's YouTube, so yay! 2 commercials, not 1, but 2.
At Living Spaces, we offer the Austin TV console for just $750 because we take our designs
skip it in 1 second.
Test Trump administration injustice,
Get some biggins.
not something racist. How did you land on a burning cross?
Just, it came up to my head one day.
I'm not religious.
I wanted to find something that I could do by myself, like no organization, no friends, no. I did know about this this historical relevance beforehand, but I didn't know.
Whatever. Bullshit.
The severity, how racially motivated it may seem from what I did.
Then why did he do it?
My protest has nothing to do with race, nothing to do with gender.
Should you have done it some other way?
Yeah, probably.
Merlin Liu is a 21-year-old Naperville native.
And Liu rips this forehand shot.
That's him playing tennis at Neuqua Valley High School, where he was graduated in 2022. Last week, Liu sent this scripted video to NBC, claiming responsibility for the cross burning, but saying he had no affiliation with the Ku Klux Klan, apologizing to those who were offended. In the video, he also criticized President Trump.
I don't want to wait till his term ends. I don't want to wait until he may or may not get impeached.
You're the cross burner.
Right now.
On that video, are you?
You're the guy you hate.
Yeah.
You say that you think that he should be brought to
Am I
an
the
end.
only one who sees this shit?
Think so.
I said he deserves to stand trial to the American people. Some paraphrase, I guess. But
I think you use the word end.
That's what I mean by end. I mean by end, I don't mean like a civil war. If that's the
Civil War
is the imagery that you
brought it
can
up.
imagine.
Lou says he built this cross after carrying wooden slats from his near West Side apartment to Grant Park last Tuesday afternoon. He showed the red ball cap that he put on the top beam and used lighter fluid and toilet paper to get it all red.
I put a red hat to signify the MAGA hat, the Make America Great Again hat. So that was, yeah, that's what I tied on top.
But that's not visible in the one video that was taken by a motorist.
Lou says he was protesting what he calls MAGA Christian nationalist supporters and the Trump administration ruling class.
He's just scamming people. We're just scamming out of money, right? And I think
What
that's a
money?
great reflection of how this country works right now, where money controls everything.
Biggest thing the Democrats ever did was convince the average American taxpayer they didn't get a tax cut.
Transportation.
Chicago police and the FBI have been trying to identify him ever since, putting out this flyer with pictures of him.
But NBC found him.
CPD labeling it.
Dude is ripped though.
Are you surprised nobody's identified you to this point? And
a little bit.
Called them?
A little bit, but to me that's not that important. Right. I don't really. Like, to me, this issue is bigger than just myself.
Did you make it all the way through almost?
Oh my God, he lit a
years at
cross on
UIC
fire, and he's trying to say,
somebody teaching you that the burning cross is one of the most divisive symbols in America?
No, I didn't. I don't really have any, like, I never grew up with religion, never really surrounded myself with people with it. My childhood friends,
he's stupid.
I remember them going to, like, confirmation and stuff like that, but no,
it's a symbol of the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, that really is where it started. Nobody ever taught you that. You never read it in a history book. Nobody.
I just
bullshit.
I just
Not
saw the
Martin
Wikipedia
School.
page with the movie with the, like, I think it's called like Under One Nation or something like that.
Never heard of it.
The Birth of a Nation is a famous 1915 silent film that romanticized
He
the
saw
KKK
this, but not
showed
knew
a
in
cross
Ku
burning.
Klux Klan
Was it a hate
about
crime?
No, for sure not. In no way possible was that a hate crime. I do understand why it was interpreted that way, and I apologize for that. But no, the intent was not there.
But if he hates MAGA and the Christians, that's hate.
What charges may be
That's still
filed
hate.
against the man who admits the cross burning.
You know as well as I,
Authorities have
Asians
not
are treated
reported
like
anything
white
new
people in
this
the
case.
criminal justice
Lou
system.
says his parents are encouraging him to surrender and that they offered to provide an attorney, but he said no. He told me he's thinking of turning himself in, something he won't have to worry about if police arrive first. Back to you.
Who's burning? Was this guy paid by the SPLC?
He might as well be.
And he's so dumb.
Yep. He's
And
in
not even
Chicago, so.
He's like, dude, you shouldn't have done this interview. All you did was say,
now the FBI has an actual picture of you, and they're coming for your ass. They
not
use
even
facial
that.
recognition to find you.
Let's just say his argument holds up in court. I didn't know better. Now you allowing thousands of white people to use
an excuse to get out of the law.
Correct. Ignorance is not an excuse to the law. But if it holds up in court, that sets a precedent for all these white people doing the same thing.
Yes, it does.
And, oh, you're an asshole. No, I'm talking about how the fucking law works. You know, trust the science. Oh, my God. Anyway, as this is going on, Tim Wall's rating has fallen below Trump's. Well, I mean, he kind of got blown up for this fraud thing, which I can't believe nothing's happened besides his approval rating dropping.
Give it time. Give it time.
Maybe. What Gabbage left today? I think.
Yeah, she dropped a bomb.
Oh, yeah, about Fauci, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's in leftovers, which it should have been in intro, but check this out. Famous base jumper He did a famous show with Madonna in like 2012 or something, doing like a low wire bouncing act thing. He's done. He was the guy who high wired between two hot air balloons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did the famous high wire act in France over Paris.
Mm-hmm.
He recently fell to his death doing a base jumping thing with possibly a tandem jumper that is also dead.
Well, he died doing what he wanted to do with life, so I mean,
yeah,
it
yes,
sucks, but yeah.
But the problem is this guy was always better than everyone else, according to everyone else who did
Okay.
it.
Uh-huh.
So he's always pushing the line. And then I guess he started doing tandem jumps with people to enjoy the rush of a base jump and took a guy to their grave with him. Uh, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. You're jumping off a fucking cliff. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, 2012, he was on the Madonna at the Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, why is this guy's name? Why do they bury the headline? What the guy's name is something Lewis, I guess. Andy Lewis. He owned a base jumping company. Just guy who was apparently like the best in the world. Couldn't navigate the cliffs in I think it was Utah or something like that. And he died and another man died. They believe it might have been a tandem jump. They can't tell yet, which makes me think that if it was a tandem jump, something horrible happened that you can't tell
Yeah.
was a tandem jump, right?
Yep.
All right. Hey, you seen any of these videos of all these Europeans coming to the United States for the World Cup? Talk about how great our country is.
Yeah, I've seen stories about that. Yep. I mean, they've been fed a narrative in Europe, so they don't have a clue what really Americans are like, so.
Yeah, they think they're gonna get shot going to the grocery store. And then people actually show up and they're like, wow, this is fucking amazing. And then they find Walmart.
Yeah, Europe doesn't have Walmart.
Yeah, apparently Walmart's the big deal. They like, what is this? I could buy literally anything I can want. And then
In one store.
Then you can find out you could buy guns at the same store that you get your groceries at. I don't know, I thoroughly enjoyed watching these Europeans lose their mind over how great this country was. Most of them were even saying like the people are really friendly, they're great, you know. Uh, wow, it's apparently these foreigners love this country more than the Democrats do because even the people that
I
come here
think so.
legally, even the
I
people
think
coming here
so.
legally are just having a good time and going back home as the Democrats say there's something wrong here. And it's like, well, what's wrong? Now compare it to every fucking nation on the planet, you know?
Mm-hmm. And we got the pathetic peace zone set up in Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah. Seattle, what is it? With some orange cones and some fucking orange mesh tape.
That was the location of the match today between USA and Australia. And Ron was too embarrassed to come on the show because USA shut out Australia 2-0.
Shoot him another message and talk shit about the soccer game
Oh, I
too.
did. He's like, I've got a sleep apnea test tonight. I gotta do that. I can't do the show with you tonight. So he said he's available next. He said he's free next weekend. So we will get him on the show and hopefully remember to talk shit about soccer with him. He's like, we'll make it up in rugby. Oh, I'm sure you will because America don't do nothing with rugby.
We don't do much with soccer either. We barely touch soccer. And
It's
we still
becoming more
dominate.
popular. It's not in our age group, but the kids are all into soccer now. the young kids are doing, minor league soccer and stuff like that, it very well may become more popular than baseball at some point.
Well, that's the thing is,
It's
get
going to
the
make
kids in.
years, but I mean, it
No,
could
this is the
happen.
problem, Brian. You're living in a Muslim state.
Fuck you.
Oh, you're not?
Muslim in parts of the state. Dearborn is Muslim. Other cities are Muslim. I am not. It's not a Muslim state yet.
You need to teach your kids to play baseball.
I don't have any kids.
Okay, the kids. Yeah, apparently these tourists are loving this country.
So much. They discovered a new condiment.
Yeah, well, not only discovered a new condiment, but the food portions are amazing at restaurants. The
They're
people are
huge.
friendly. They're nice.
There's a reason why the restaurants ain't making any money is because they're putting too much shit on the plate.
Yeah, and apparently the rest of the world found out about ranch dressing.
Mm-hmm. Americans dip it in everything.
I don't like it myself.
I do some things with it, like fried mushrooms, jalapeno poppers, but I'm not addicted to it like a lot of people are.
Apparently, the rest of the world has discovered this since coming to the World Cup, and they're trying to smuggle it back to their home country.
And TSA says you got to put it in your check bag, not your carry-on.
But I want to eat it on the plane too.
You got to put it in the little 1 ounce container. Then
I just laughed my ass off. I was like, ranch dressing is what
I
I
know. It's so commonplace for us, it's no big deal. But they're freaking out about
it. You see, the Scots took over Boston.
Boston, yeah, Scots country now. I saw an article. I don't know if it's in here. Probably not. But they drank Boston Dry.
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that.
They're Scottish. I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it because, well, first of all, Boston is known for boozing too. And that just means, granted, more people showing up drinking the same supply means it might go dry. But that just means the bars ran out of kegs. That doesn't mean there wasn't more booze 20 miles away.
Okay.
They just got caught off guard by what these Scotsmen would drink.
And President Trump pulled off a huge feat last Sunday on his 80th birthday celebration. He brought the UFC to the White House lawn for UFC Freedom 250.
Yeah,
part of the
South lawn,
250
right?
celebration.
I'm a little bothered that it's funny. I'm surprised that Democrats didn't bring this up. I'm a little bothered it happened on his birthday.
I think it was planned that way.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be the United States, not the president's birthday, right?
Yeah, but the 4th of July is too crazy in DC as it is, so they don't want to bring the UFC in there at the same time. I understand what they're thinking.
Oh no, I get it. They were trying to do the month-long celebration.
I actually stayed up and watched a couple of the UFC fights on that night. It got rain delayed for like a half hour because they thought there was a squall of storms coming through, so they held it off for like a half hour. Rain never showed up, but they did.
Did you see the Democrats actually did rain dances trying to bring upon rain?
No, I did not see that.
And then if you look at it from a satellite, the storm literally split and went around.
Yeah. Yep.
So if you're trying to call to God,
they didn't listen to you
with your rain dance. He did the opposite.
Yep.
Like it was gonna happen. The fact that you're a douche nozzle, like no, why you gotta be a dick?
Exactly.
Dude, we want to watch a fucking fight. It's going to be exciting. Oh, it's a combat sport. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, this is the tame down UFC. You remember the original UFC where there was no holds barred and it was not regulated. It
with
was
Hoist Gracie, 150-pound
yeah.
Hoist Gracie fighting a 300-pound fucking muscle-bound dude.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, though: is the original UFC was Hoist Gracie would beat that guy. Now these guys know how to throw a punch so fucking landed. There's no way you're gonna grab a hold of him if you can't take that punch. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know about you, Brian. You ever been punched in the face?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Doesn't sound very pleasant.
No, it sucks. Now imagine a trained fighter hitting you. You know what I mean?
No thanks.
Yeah. Oh, no bueno.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been punched in the face a couple times, and it is never ended well.
Right.
But even if it's even a 140-pound woman punching in the face, it still fucking hurts. You know what I mean? Granted, it might just piss me off more than anything else, but it still hurts. You know? Now imagine a fucking 250-pound grown man who's been training his entire life throwing a right hook at your jaw.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the dudes that take these punches.
Right.
Oh, they're wearing 6-ounce gloves. Do you understand what 6
Doesn't
ounces
matter.
is?
Doesn't matter. That's still gonna hurt.
That's a third of a pound is how much his glove weighs.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a beer.
All right.
Only take me a second. But Dana White is apparently
he says no more outdoor
shit.
events for UFC, you know, even because of the weather drama. I mean, you're outside in summertime in the West Coast, you're gonna have to deal with weather, you know. Some days it's gonna be better than others. It is what it is.
I don't know. I think his outdoor event went amazing.
I think it did too. I mean, it had a huge. I haven't seen the numbers on Paramount Plus, but you know, I'm sure the numbers were pretty high. And then there were tons of people. They brought in all the military they could find in the surrounding area and put them in the seats. You know, so it was a pretty fun event. You know, people loved it.
I missed the fight myself. I wanted to watch it, but from what I understand, it was all knockouts.
There were a lot of knockouts. The two fights I saw were one went to the card, and the other one went knockout. Yeah.
Well, I heard they were all knockout. So apparently not. If one went to the card.
Yeah, but they were good fights. They were definitely good fights.
They're still on Paramount, right?
Paramount Plus, yeah, free.
I can still watch it.
Yep.
Yeah, I might check that out.
And they had I can't Jack Brown's band or something, some country band did the national anthem, and they did a fantastic job on it.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that is the daughter
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown band, the daughter of some billionaire who hates Trump was part of the band and did it. Like she was the vocalist, I guess.
Okay.
Like there's a giant family crisis now.
No, brother.
I'm like, why?
So crazy. They got paid to do it. They didn't do it for free. I guarantee you.
If you did it for free, it was the 250th fucking birthday.
And another thing I liked about that fight was because a lot of the UFC matches I've been watching lately, Joe Rogan's not the main commentator, but I knew he would be at the White House, and sure as shit, he was there, and it was fantastic listening to Joe Rogan commentate again on the UFC.
Yeah, he talked a lot of shit too.
But he won't. I knew he wasn't going to turn it down another chance to go to the White House.
Yeah. Meanwhile, some fucking 23 people decide to try to attack the event. I guess
with the drones. Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to send in drones with explosives, then chase people out, and basically funnel them through a corridor, and then pick them off with sniper rifles.
I think that happened at a concert festival in Las Vegas back in the day.
I don't remember the drone strikes, but that might have been a part of it.
Well, they were funneling the people through a certain area, and they were shooting them off in that area. So they didn't have drones, but the funnel thing.
Yeah. Um, one a couple of these guys have been arrested now, but one of these 19-year-olds was arrested. And here's the problem with this 19-year-old piece of shit was what he was 10 when Trump came down the escalator.
Right.
So he
But he
doesn't
remembers it
understand.
vividly.
No, so he doesn't understand shit.
Right.
The problem is he's been told his entire life Trump is Hitler.
Yeah.
Republicans are Hitler.
Right.
They must be killed, stopped by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, that's not what they mean. It's like, well, then why the fuck do people keep trying to kill people?
Yeah.
And apparently these guys had an actual plan in place, which by the way was disrupted by the FBI.
Yeah.
But this seemed like a plan that I was talking about when I keep saying like terrorism isn't real. It's a bunch of bullshit. These
Mm-hmm.
guys had an actual plan
Yeah.
to actually cause damage.
Right.
Well, it wasn't just set up a bomb on the side of the road,
Right.
or you know what I mean? It was do this. It's going to create this. They were supposed to storm the White House at the end of this fucking raid. You know that, right?
Right. Good luck with that. There are snipers on the roof of the White House.
And this 19-year-old piece of shit, he wasn't quote involved. He just organized it. I say execute him.
That'd be nice, but it won't happen.
Well, he declared war against the United States.
True. Still won't happen.
Well,
Liberals
you know what?
won't let it happen.
I don't know. I think this new guy taking over DNI might change the opinions of the DOJ. Was it Blanche or whatever? I still can't remember his name.
I don't know.
He was the housing guy.
Okay.
But he's the one who brought up the mortgage charges and everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, like you were saying, Joe Rogan did the show and he's just telling these critics to like shut the fuck up.
If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, just
How
don't
hard is
tune.
that?
Yeah, just don't tune in if you don't want to see it instead of trying
Yeah.
to shut it down because you don't want to be part of it.
Right.
Meanwhile, they created their alternate show on
Nobody
the
watched
left.
it.
Well, I got a good giggle. And the first thing I thought was the alternate halftime show.
Right. Right. The puppy show for the
No,
Super Bowl.
that TP USA did for the Super Bowl last time
Oh
with
yeah,
Bad
I
Bunny.
watched that. I watched part of that. I watched that. It
That
was
was to go
better
back.
than bad. That was better than Bad Bunny.
But yeah, that was so you could watch the game, watch a entertaining show, and then go back to the game. This
Mm-hmm.
was we're gonna show up in the middle of nowhere to say don't watch Trump. And oh my God, Bette Midler, De Niro, fucking Jane Fonda was the host.
Yeah, in New York City.
Jane Fonda.
How old is she now?
Oh my God, she's got to be close to 70.
I think it's higher than that. Let me look it up.
But Brian, you're VFW, right?
Yeah.
You still piss on her face?
At the VFW in Hampton, in certain urinals there, her face is still there. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
There's stickers up there.
It's not in Michigan?
No.
Buy the stickers, dude.
I put them in, yeah. I know
But
she's pretty old, so.
I hope people realize that Hanoi Jane, her face is in the urinals in the VFW nationwide because she hates this country
88
so
years
much.
old. She'll turn 89 in December.
88. Oh my God.
Yep, I knew she was pretty old.
Yeah, she's a decrepit monster.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real then. She hasn't been significant since the 70s, right?
No, she's had a couple of shows on Netflix, and that's about it.
Can you name one?
I watched it. I can't name it now off the top of my head. She played an old person on a show on Netflix.
I'm more likely to recognize Mary Tyler Moore than Jane Fonda.
Okay, yeah.
Just hope you know that. But I gotta say that beret's a dead giveaway. All right.
And then, we only got one more week of this, and then it'll be over. Pride Month.
Yeah, I know you tried to bring up Pride Month, and I was trying to avoid it because it seems like this whole Pride thing is over.
I think so, because we had San Francisco Giant players writing on their Pride Night hats they were supposed to wear with Bible verses.
Yeah, well, what's funny is because last time we talked about this, I specifically brought up MLB, who's still doing this.
Yeah.
I was like, no, Major League Baseball, yeah, and what San Diego, I believe, right?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. So it wasn't the Padres.
No, it was the Giants.
Okay, I thought it was the Padres. Two players refused to wear the pride hat as it was because they made him with his rainbow shit.
Yeah.
And these guys decided to put Bible verses as to where the rainbow came from upon their hats.
Yeah, and people freaked out.
Well, I think this is what you and I was saying a long time ago, Brian.
What happened to free speech?
Well, I think Christians need to take back the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be 100% honest, Brian, it's not going to be the Catholics. Right?
Right.
Historically, everyone looks at the Catholics to like do this shit. But let's be real. Let's be 100% real. Catholicism has done nothing since like 1600s.
Right.
Shit, it might have been 1400s. But as I've mentioned before, the rainbow is a symbol of Christianity.
Yes, it is. We get rainbows here in Michigan all the time. Had a double rainbow this last week, as a matter of fact.
Actually, you know what I found out is all rainbows are technically double rainbows. We just necessarily can't always see them.
Okay.
What's even more cool is I found out that
there's a pot of gold at the end.
Yeah, no. There's a place here in West Virginia that has a regular recurring moon bow.
Moon bow, okay.
Yeah, enough sun reflects off the moon back to the earth at this waterfall to create a rainbow across the waterfall. You just have to make sure it's not like a cloudy night.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go check out this moon bow. Like on any full moon. And I don't know, I just thought it was really cool, you know? I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
Apparently it's the only place in this hemisphere you can reliably find one is at this waterfall, but apparently it's sitting at just the right angle. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Anyway. Anyway, Major League Baseball, well, I think they fined these guys like $10,000 a piece.
I thought it was just verbal.
Oh, originally.
Okay.
But then they fined him 10 grand a piece, and some other dude reached into his pocket and paid the fine.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, there's a Republican senator that's demanding answers from LOB about the discrimination over warning the players. And then you got a state senator from San Francisco that's trying to take over, well, he wants to be Nancy Pelosi's replacement, who is gay. He says he's all pissed off that they defaced the LGBTQRPPARP hats.
Funny you said that.
Somebody had to say it. We haven't said it in a while, so. And then there's a whole minor league
team.
Yeah. And there's a whole minor league team that they refused to participate in their pride jerseys, so they had to forfeit a game. Hallelujah. So people are still standing up for this crap. And, it's not as popular as people think it is. But Mayor Mondani, he's sticking with it. He's announced $15 million for gender affirming care in the city of New York. So if you're
The baseball thing.
Yeah.
That was York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Enough players refused to wear the rainbow jersey.
I have no problem with
that. Well, here's the crazy thing. The manager of the team had to come out and say, if you don't wear the jerseys, we're not playing.
Right.
And enough players said, okay, then we're not playing. And they just didn't play.
Nice.
Well, what do you get paid for?
Playing
baseball, right?
Yeah. So
and you're a double A team. Like you're not even
not
next
making
in
$1 million.
line.
So
yeah, you're not even next in line for the big leagues.
So, that's saying something about their commitment to it, that they're willing to give up what little pay they do make for a game to do this. So
Well,
that's conviction.
Most of these guys are carpenters and plumbers. Let's be real. You get some executives, et cetera, et cetera. But like the people don't want to do your bullshit. No, we've had enough.
I just want to go to games and enjoy the game. I don't care. I don't want to go there on Pride Night. I want to go there on their weird hosting nights thing.
No,
I just want to go to the game and enjoy it. I'm looking for an escape from my life.
That's exactly what sports is supposed to be: is an escape from your life. You can get away for a minute and not deal with all this shit and watch a baseball game. And now you're being told that you're a fucking Nazi because you don't think that RuPaul's a sexy bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're racist if you think that.
Racist or sexist? Who knows what?
I guess it depends on how you look at RuPaul.
I try not to, honestly, but no, for real, good for RuPaul. This man has done very well for himself, right?
Yes, he has. Yeah.
He's very successful.
Yeah. He's all about the drag shows.
Yeah, the drag races. Okay, you've seen it too. No, this dude's making money hand over fist.
Yep.
Good for him. Good for him. I just don't think this shit should be out for children.
No, definitely not. And people bring their kids to baseball games.
Exactly. And just like at the UFC thing, people were worried about no, you can't have displays on the White House lawn. Under Biden, he had that fucking trans dude flashing his tits.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Granted, I believe he got escorted off the property after the fact.
Yeah.
But it was the environment you created.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even see natural born women flashing their tits at UFC 250, did we?
No. Nope.
Yeah, you know what? That just tells me it's not fucking 1990 anymore. That was a thing before 2000, wasn't it?
Yep, exactly was.
You remember flashing, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You go to New Orleans, it happened all the time.
Yeah, go to a concert, get right up next to the stage, turn around. There's going to be boobs. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a different world it was, huh?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, it was the same world for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, things might be changing, but you can't change things too quick or else you get fight back. And I think that's the issue we're getting with the Democrats is they're trying to change things too quickly.
Well, they're trying to change things that the average American doesn't want to have anything to do with.
Give me an example.
They're in their little sphere, and they think that because they're in their little sphere, everybody thinks the same way as they do, and they don't.
Oh, they're echo chambers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't understand that people disagree, and when people do, they must just be more. Do they think they're evil or stupid? That's the question.
Right.
Well, because from what I've seen throughout my life is that your average Democrat thinks that your average Republican is evil,
Yeah.
and your average Republican looks at your average Democrat and thinks that they're misinformed.
Right.
Well, how do you have a conversation with that? This sounds like religious ideology, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know as well as I, you cannot argue against religious ideology
No. I mean, the wars have broken out over that around the world multiple times
that are
over
still
the years.
occurring.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yep.
real. Israel's been a contested land since before Israel existed, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, Brian. How do we fix it?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's funny. It's in a beautiful communist dream, it would fix it. We could just
Hmm.
give everyone, everything they needed. The problem is you don't have enough to give that
Right.
much.
Yeah.
And a lot of these folks don't realize that.
No.
They think Elon Musk alone could solve this problem. But they don't realize that like there's 2 billion people in fucking India.
Yep.
Okay. We give them all $100, right?
Hmm.
There goes Elon Musk's money. You know, that's
Yeah.
that's $100 to each Indian. Boom, his money's
There.
gone.
Yeah. There you go. Yep. Everybody's rich.
Yeah, $100, dude. Let's be real. How fast would $100 be gone if you just were okay? If you just handed $100, boom, here you go, buddy. How fast would that money be gone?
Faster than you put it in my hand.
You'd find something
Pretty.
else to spend it on.
Yep. Exactly. Quickly. You'd be afraid that they're coming back for their money again.
I think we need to go back to our instincts and our natural abilities a little bit and go back to making sure you're going to survive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be real. All these protesters screaming. If we weren't giving them money, and not you and me giving them money, but like people just handing them money to bitch, how quick would they be dead?
Pretty damn quick. I'm in the middle of a cat fight right here, so.
Yeah. Showed you my new kitty. I got my one of my new two new kitties. Hey, when I mentioned Babu to you, did you recognize the name, didn't you?
Yeah, he's an ape.
What?
Babu?
Yeah, Babu was the ocelot from Archer.
Yeah, yeah. I watched Archer for a while on FX.
Mm. Archer was hilarious. Did you see the Babu episodes with the cat?
Yeah.
All right. By the way, when I say cat, that's like calling a bobcat a cat.
Right, exactly.
An ocelot is not a fucking house cat. Just for
No,
anyone who might be listening.
no.
Big kitty.
Yep.
Well, shit. They weigh what, something like 50 pounds or something stupid?
Yeah.
45, 50 pounds. And it's funny because the wife was talking to me once. We were talking about getting a cat, and I was like, "Oh, I want a Maine Coon." And she's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I want like a 40-pound cat." And she's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" I was like, "I will have a giant cat," you
Exactly.
know. And she's like, "Oh, where's it gonna go?" I was like, "We have literally 100,000 acres behind us that's
Hmm.
uninhabited. Let them
Right.
go out and do their. Let him go out and do his thing."
Yeah.
Uh, but then she's like, okay, you tell me everything great about having a 40-pound cat. Tell me what could go wrong. I was like, oh Jesus Christ, what could go wrong with a 40-pound cat? I was like,
diabetes.
No. I was like, I didn't even go that way. I was like, I could literally rip my throat out if it decided it didn't like me. You know what I mean? It would just pounce and it's over. You know, people don't understand how ridiculously dangerous cats are.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you've owned the cats before, right?
Oh, for all my life.
And you've seen them catch wild prey, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you watch them play with it and swat it around.
Oh yeah.
Now imagine that's you. You think you have a chance to survive, and it goes smack, smack, smack.
Right, exactly.
I was like, no, don't get me wrong. It's like a 40-pound cat hit me in the head with its paw. It's not like a fucking lion.
Right.
But it'll rip my face apart. It'll cut me apart before I have a chance to even realize it jumped, you know?
Yeah.
I think she might have talked me out of it, but I still want a big cat.
Right.
Well, I mean, I got critters in the house, dude. I have something in my fucking attic. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's definitely bigger than a chipmunk or a squirrel.
Yeah, we've seen a mouse in the house here, and the cats definitely keep an eye on where the mouse came out in the kitchen now, so they're on patrol.
There you go. But yeah, there's something in my attic that I think it's either a possum or a raccoon.
Ooh, that's a big animal in your attic.
And I do not want to go up there and deal with it myself.
You heard my baby possum story, right? Back in the day.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Tell me, please.
So one night, Kathy came into the kitchen and all the cats were like circled around the food bowl, just staring at it. And there was a baby possum in there eating the cat food.
Oh, just hanging out in your house.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cats were like just staring at us like, you're bigger than we are. We're not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah. Who are you?
So we put in a cat carrier, trapped it in the cat carrier, and took it over to the dog park down the road and let it go, you know.
Oh, it died.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it was pretty big baby possum. It wasn't like on the mother's milk or anything anymore. It was eating cat food.
All right.
I'm sure he found a trash can to get into at some point.
In your house.
Yeah.
What a terrifying animal that is.
I know. I don't want to fuck with a full-grown possum at all.
I know it's a marsupial, first of all, right? It's the only marsupial in North America.
Yep.
Check this out. It's immune to rabies.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I know. Actually, here's what's awesome. We might actually get a vaccine for rabies, a proper vaccine, through this animal.
And from Fauci?
Well, Fauci's not there anymore. No, but the possum is immune to rabies.
Yeah.
So like we might actually get like a proper vaccine for rabies through possum blood.
Right. Okay.
It's wild, but it's a terrifying animal.
Yeah.
Those pink eyes in the light in the dark, and the razor teeth.
Yeah. So if you lie about being gay in California, you go to jail?
Well, California has offered an incentive tax package for anyone who's not a white dude. I'm sorry,
Okay.
not a white heterosexual
So
dude.
everybody's gay.
Well, and that's the thing is, when they released all the different things, and none of them said if you're a white man, you don't apply, but they all pointed to that. You know what I mean? It's like there's the only white heterosexual male is the only thing not listed on any of these things as a minority. And what white heterosexual men makes up something like 15% of the population, maybe?
I bet it's higher.
Huh?
I bet it's higher than that.
I don't know. Male alone cuts it in half. By more than half. There are more women than men, right?
Yeah.
Now factor in every other ethnicity. Now factor in sexuality. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just, I'm saying, I pulled that number out of my ass. You're right. Go ahead. Ask your chat
I'm working on it.
AI. Let's find out what percentage of the United States is white heterosexual male. I forgot where I was going with this. I just got a good laugh out of you bringing up. Oh yeah. The gay thing, California. They passed laws against basically being a white heterosexual male. So a lot of people are pretending to be gay.
I would too if I got a tax break.
Exactly. That's exactly what was happening. And now California wants to prove you're homosexual.
So let's see here.
That's
in
like asking to
recent
prove you're a
U.S.
woman.
population, 58 to 80, 60 identifies as white only. 49% of those are male, and 85 to 90% are heterosexual.
Yep.
So, in a population of 340 million in the U.S., that'd be approximately 80 to a million. And they're saying between 24 and 27% are white heterosexual males. Thank you, Chat GPT.
So somewhere closer to 100 million
Yeah.
Americans are white heterosexual males. I don't
Yeah.
believe that. I believe
Okay.
it's lower end of that spectrum.
But it's still like in the 24, it's like a quarter of the population.
No, it can't be a quarter of the population.
Why not?
Because there's a black population. There's a female population. There's a huge Hispanic population. There's just no way these numbers are accurate.
All right.
I don't know. Oh, or maybe this is the last census when we weren't allowed to find out a lot of this stuff yet.
Well, in other exciting news, the Obama Center opened up this weekend.
Yeah, you shared a bunch about this. Tell me all about it while I go take a piss and find my bag of weed.
Yeah, they had the presidential Obama Presidential Center. It's not even called a presidential library. Endowment is sitting on 1 million of its 4.7 million goal, and the costs are going through the roof on it. But it's all built now, not paid for yet, because there's reports that many subcontractors claim that there's still millions of dollars that haven't been unpaid. So scandal already starts with this place before it's even really open for business. And they had a big, huge private concert where there was a bunch of people that lives there. One of the Bushes that's not really a Republican was there, and they the Dems did their normal thing where they came out and acknowledged that the land wasn't theirs and that it really was owned by Native Americans. So that they they talked about Valerie Jarrett. She used to be the senior advisor to Obama when he was president, and she's now the CEO of the Obama Foundation. Wow. Talk about making some money. But she honored the Anashibel Council of Three Fires, the Owabi and the Odabi and the Potawatomi nations. We have Potawatomi here in Michigan too, since Chicago is right near us. And it was stolen land. But a lot of Republicans came out and said, well, if it's really stolen land, why are you acknowledging the Indians and not just giving the land back to the Native Americans like you should? Well, that's not going to happen.
Or this Obama garbage?
Yeah. And the Native Valerie Jarrett and her acknowledgement of all the Indian tribes that own the land that we stole it from. Well, if we stole it from, then they stole it from them. So if they really want to be sincere, they should give it back to the Native Americans.
Uh, didn't King George do that in Canada?
I don't know. I'm American. I don't know anything about Canada.
No, well, we talked about it on the show when King George just gave back a whole bunch of native lands to the Native Americans. And when I say Native Americans, I mean the American continents, not the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, I forgot to grab a new beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I got my bag.
All right. Priorities.
I know. Oh well, shit, we're already down here.
I'm working on it.
I know you're doing good.
We've been going for 2.5 hours. So
I know, but this has been a good talk, hasn't it?
yeah.
But you see this nut job in Pendleton?
Yeah,
But no,
yeah. I think
no.
I shared this
Okay,
article.
I'm gonna go grab a beer, but I'm gonna ask you before we start, how did this man not get shot?
I don't know.
Before this happened.
I don't know. I mean, if you're avoiding a car chase, and you flee onto a military base, you should definitely been shot as you try to come through the gate. No questions asked. But
well, here's the thing: is a lot of people don't realize they think that the military base starts at like the gate. It's actually like a mile outside of that. Just so people, it's not even like 50 feet or 100 feet. It's like a mile. So just so shit go wrong, it's still on federal property and not in Virginia.
He crashed through the gate on the base, and then he abandoned his vehicle in military housing with 110 pounds of cocaine and fentanyl in the car. And he tried to. Camp Pendleton's a huge base, and there's a lot of rural area in this base.
Yes,
so
you could disappear for a while.
You could for a while.
You'll get caught, but you could disappear for a while. And here's the thing: is I brought this up to the wife, and I even said, "How did he not get shot right away?" And
he must have came through a gate that wasn't actually open and wasn't manned.
Well, she brought up the concrete barriers they can shoot up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
So they must have done that. I was like, well, he got through.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they shoot him? And then she's like, honestly, I don't know.
That's why I'm thinking
like, no, you're invading the
United
States military space. You get shot on sight for that.
And that's why I think he came through an unmanned gate.
But don't they usually put up the concrete barriers if it's unmanned?
Most of the time, if those things exist,
just so this shit can't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially Camp Pendleton, near residential housing. You tell me I could just fucking smash through the gate and set off a bomb in the housing on base?
Right. Mm-hmm.
This is upsetting to me.
Yeah. Understandable.
Secretary of War Hegseth, please do something about this. This is absolutely unacceptable.
It is.
I can't believe the man got on base. Honestly.
Right. Exactly.
No, like for real. As soon as he's wrecked his car trying to get on base, or once he got on base and then fled on foot, he should have been shot.
Yeah. No arrest. Shoot on sight.
Yeah, and you could say, "Oh, that's not right. This is the United States military site. You have no idea what he's
Marine Corps
doing here.
base.
Yeah, yes, you have no idea what he's here for, or what he's doing.
Yeah.
You do not fuck around with the United States military.
No.
And I'm gonna give my respect to the Marines; they absolutely deserve it. But I will say once again, they are Navy.
Department of the Navy.
Yes. And the Navy doesn't like when you fuck with their shit.
No, neither do the Marines.
Well, that's because they're Navy. Let's be real. Most Marine camps are on Navy bases. And I'm not sure that's something everyone realizes. Everything is typically called a military base, but only Navy has bases. The Army has forts. The Marines have camps.
Yep.
What does the Air Force has? Oh no, the Air Force has bases. I'm sorry, the Navy has stations, right?
Right. We had bases too, but
yeah, but they're not bases; they're stations, like Naval Station Norfolk, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing that people don't realize. Like when you and I hear camp, whatever, we automatically know
No, it's
Marines, don't
Marine.
we?
Yep. Huh? Yep.
Automatically, boom. What happened on a fucking Marine camp? You know,
Yep.
dude. Did you see the fucking wreckage of this
I
B
did. It was
52?
insane. And then there's another article came out that one of the people on the plane said days earlier there was something wrong with it. One of the contractors that was doing it because this is like a hybrid B-52 that they were upgrading the radar on and stuff. So it was a test pilot, it's test flight.
Oh, that's why all these weird people were on it. Because
Yep.
I looked at the
Yep.
list of people that died because 8 dead. And I was like, what were these guys doing here? And the wife said the
Yeah.
same thing. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Test flight.
I even said, I was like, let's be real. The United States military is not advertising what they're doing to learn shit. Right?
No, they were putting new radar on it. They were testing out through radar.
Problem is, Brian, when was the last time the United States stamped out a B-52?
Let me ask. Let me look into it.
Yeah, exactly, Brian. What, 50 years?
Probably.
That just means we're down because we're still using B-52s. It's
Yeah,
still
we
like
are.
it's still
Yeah.
the what the fuck bomber, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. B2 or
Isn't that
B-52.
isn't that what we did with Iran the first time when we took out the nuclear silo? It was a B-52.
Are you ready for this? It was before my time. I wasn't even alive yet. It was October of 1962.
62, okay.
Yep.
So we just lost the B-52 and we're still using them. Do we need to make more?
As of right now, the B-52s are 63 to 65 years old. I don't think so. I think they're expecting to keep, the Air Force wants to keep the fleet in active service into the 2050s, meaning
Well,
some of the
that
planes
just means
would be
basic
100 years
maintenance.
old.
Yeah, but that also means maintenance and you replace pieces
Yeah,
before
yeah.
it's needed. You can make that happen. Don't get me wrong, but why not build a new one?
Exactly.
And if you're gonna build a new one, let's design a new one,
Right.
right?
I think that wasn't the B1 supposed to replace the B-52s?
Yeah, but that was a joke. The B1 could drop one bomb.
Oh, okay.
The B-52 could take out 2 cities. I'm pretty sure wasn't it the B-52 that carried the
Yes.
big boy or whatever it was?
Yeah. So the Air Force One
Dear
has
God, there we
been
go. There we
retired.
go. There we go, Brian. We're going back to World War II weaponry that we still want to keep in use in the United States.
Exactly.
But yeah, but the wreckage. Oh my God, dude, the explosion. And everyone who died, there's no way anyone survived that. What was
No.
on board that burned so hot?
Fuel.
Dude, it turned everything to ash in
Fuel.
minutes.
It was a
I don't,
fully fueled plane, fully fueled jet that took off.
jet fuel won't do that. It was the wreckage was insane. And we, like I said, we lost a B-52. You saw the video of the firefighting
Yeah.
crew showing up and everything.
Yeah. It was a Class Delta fire.
Yeah, and how do you put that out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, you need to know what is on fire.
You let it burn out.
Typically, exactly. You get the fuck out of the way, you let it burn. No, you can put it out, but it's like, why? Right?
Mm-hmm. And Air Force One has been retired now. The 747 200B. It
Yeah,
entered
Bush
service
used it,
in
I believe.
1990. Since 1990,
There you go. Bush did use it then, didn't he?
they've been trying to come up. Boeing's trying to come up with a new Air Force One for like 20 years now, and Trump's really pushed the issue. And what Trump did when his first term in office is he put it into the contract that Boeing couldn't charge the U.S. government for any cost overruns.
Yeah, he actually specifically said this about Air Force One. And was like, what the fuck are you bringing that up for? He's like, well, he realized it was time for a new one.
Yeah. And he knew that typical government contracts, the contracting
you charge
companies
them
would
100 million.
try to charge for extra money because they didn't get it right the first time, and so
yeah,
tried extra millions of dollars extra. But Trump put it in the contract. He's like, no, that's on you guys. You got the contract. You figure it out.
Exactly. You charge me 100 million, then
and
you
the
bill
Air
me.
Force One,
then you bill me $1 billion. That's not okay.
And this plane has been under design since Trump was last president, even before he was the last president. And so everybody's freaking out now because the Saudis donated another plane.
Was it this? It was Qatar, I thought.
Okay, Qatar, one of the Middle East countries that is like an upgraded version of what they were already using for Air Force One. And
I agree, though. You can't use that.
Trump made the Air Force retrofit that with all the secret things that Air Force One has into it so that it could be used as a temporary Air Force One until the new version of the Boeing planes come out.
No, I understand the argument, but I don't think that's acceptable because as much as we may think we trust Qatar,
I think that plane was gutted.
I don't give a shit. Yeah, okay, it was gutted. They found 19 bugs. What if there were 27? You're assuming that we have better tech than everyone else. And typically we do, but we can't always find their tech. And I'm not saying we can't trust Qatar because let's be real, Qatar needs us to survive where they are.
Yeah.
But we just cannot accept stuff like this from foreign nations. That is a place where national security things will happen. Now, if it was an orchard of cherry blossoms, I'd be okay with that, like Japan did,
Mm-hmm.
But Air Force One, you're asking for a place where executive decisions are made. You had nothing.
A lot of people are
it.
saying, Air Force One never flies alone. There's always a decoy plane going with it. So
correct.
Where
the vice president's in another one too.
Well, where is the decoy? What's the decoy plane going to look like? Because there's only one of these planes that Qatar donated to us.
That's actually a fair argument, but not necessarily because the president could be on either one of them. Right?
Yeah.
Just put the president on the other plane at that point. But, okay, so Boeing doesn't want to step up. There are other manufacturers.
They're way behind the power curve. This plane was supposed to be delivered years ago, and Boeing's screwing it all up. And that's one reason why Trump put the thing in the contracts. Like, you can work on it for the next 20 years, but you're not paying us for these 20 years that you're working on it.
Correct. Yeah. You can figure it out, but I'm not going to pay you to figure it out because someone else already has, right?
Right.
But for real, why not contact Elon Musk? Oh, I hate Elon Musk. But he seems to get shit done.
He does. Mm-hmm.
Call up Elon Musk, say, hey, SpaceX, make me a mobile command center that's airborne.
Yeah.
And let's see what SpaceX can do.
Right.
I don't know, man. Talk all the shit you want about this guy. He's a fucking moron. He's an idiot, but he keeps failing.
He's the U.S. first trillionaire.
Yeah. He's failing upwards to be the fucking richest man in the world, the first trillionaire on the planet. But he's a fucking moron, right?
Right. So they say.
If his shit's this predictable, why didn't you do it first? And I love these arguments they come up with, like, "Oh, I didn't have $4 million to start with." No, did you have 400?
Right.
Maybe you would have fewer commas, but you would still be a fucking millionaire if this man's a trillionaire, right?
Yeah, they're saying that some of the people that worked in the cafeteria for SpaceX, they got, automatic stocks. They're millionaires now.
Yeah, I heard stories about welders, and maybe it's because that's what I read and
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
whatever. But guys who welded for the company who got stock shares before
Yeah.
it became a public company, and they're like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with a stock share?" Right?
Now
And
you're
they
gonna do
went.
something with it.
No, these dudes went from they were doing uh 80 grand a year, which is not terrible in the area, right?
No.
Not awesome, but not terrible. To be all of a sudden being worth like $5 million.
Yeah. Well, they're not in California anymore. They're in Texas, so
Okay.
$80,000 in Texas probably get,
Yeah, and how much money did California just lose out on
they don't care.
by chasing them out of California?
They don't care.
No, but let's be real. All of a sudden, all these guys became millionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's be real, a whole bunch of them are probably fucking morons, right?
Yep.
They're gonna go blow their money,
Yep.
which means it turns into taxes.
Right. Good for
California
Texas.
could have California could have scooped it up.
Yep. But they didn't.
Instead, they chased them out and chased out the money.
Yep.
And
That's what
now they're gonna
liberals do.
I just again, Brian, are these people are
They
they
don't understand
stupid?
where their bread's buttered. They don't
Please say
understand where
that
the
one
money,
again.
where the bread's buttered.
Yeah, they don't know where their butter comes from. Uh, well, the same idea. No one wants to know how the sausage is made, right?
Yeah. Right.
They're all eating the sausage, but they
But you don't want to
refuse to.
go into it.
But yeah, they have no idea the work that's going in. And uh, dude, I'm telling you, this AI movement, I'm telling you, it's already advanced beyond what you and I see.
Okay.
Well, I know it's way beyond. I've seen it with music already. And apparently it's having issues with doing taxes. And I'm like, no, bullshit. If this thing figured out music, it's not having an issue. Fucking no, carrying the one. You
It
know what I
can't
mean?
figure out hands because if you ask for an AI
They've already
photo,
figured that out. They've already figured it out. It's been a while. I'm telling
right.
you, white collar jobs are gonna disappear in the next 5 years, maybe up to 10 years. There's gonna be no need for managers.
10 years from
Uh,
now, I'll be on Social Security.
no, well, I'm not.
You're not working now.
Yeah, well, technically the wife is, but and she the thing is she's doing a white collar job, and this is actually right on the top of the list. Is she's a
Okay.
data analyst, right?
Mhm.
She's gonna get replaced by an AI.
Doesn't she have a clearance still?
A what?
Top secret clearance?
Oh God, dude, you forgetting how old we are, dude. Uh, our clearances have expired years ago.
Not hers. She could
Dude,
have kept it active if she was in a job that required it.
yeah, but she didn't.
Okay.
Uh, by the way, you do know I had top secret clearance, right?
I I went to Cat's Mass for my top secret clearance, so
Well, I went to Cat Mass for a different reason. Um, but I had top secret clearance in the Navy, and all right. And no, it's funny, dude, is people have no idea what that means.
no.
They think it means I can just like go in and look at what you're doing, even though they've heard need to know.
Right. I don't understand that.
Well, here's the funny thing is the reason why me as a hull technician, a repairman in the Navy,
You had to go to nuclear spaces.
was because I had to go into top secret spaces to do repairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't need to see what they're doing. And you know what? It was cool. I would I would walk in, announce myself,
Yeah.
Hey, HD2 Yaten. Oh shit. I don't think I've ever said my last name here before. That sucks.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Not like we have
HD2
a
here.
million listeners, so
I know, right? HD2 here to, do the repair job, make the space ready. Thing is, these nukes are dicks. It realistically it would take them like 5 seconds to do what they got to do, which is basically cover what you're doing so I don't see it, right?
right.
But they would make a shit fit. Like it was
Right.
such a fucking issue. And I remember once in particular they were doing this to me, and I was like, "Well, Chief, I know your boys are being dickheads, trying to be intensively slow to be assholes, but
Right.
you do realize that like the reason why I'm here is because your toilets are overflowing. Like there's just gonna be more shit floating around the floor the longer they make it take."
Right.
I don't know. It's just that was just plumbing. And Jesus Christ, I had a wild time in the Navy, dude. I blew shit up. I welded. I
Yeah.
plumbed. Blowing shit up was fun. Oh, we bought pumpkins apparently, and the girls didn't eat them fast enough, and we think one's rotten. So I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure I'm going to shoot it with my 12 gauge shotgun and record it with my high speed camera.
Nice.
It will be fun to see, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Where are we? Oh, well, okay. I'm sorry. Back on track. Um, what what's going? We went back to Venezuela for Tren de Aragua, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, good.
We killed the leader of Trendriguaga.
This is interesting to me. Uh, very, as I've said, Brian, I think that what's going on in Iran is the culmination of an entire thing that I think might have started under Trump in his first term, but was drawn up before that.
Hmm.
Well, let's look at it. Trump took over Venezuelan oil, right?
Yep.
What the largest oil uh, contributor on the planet,
Yep.
and then he cleaned up the tradeways in the Caribbean with the pirates by using the Coast Guard mostly, and sometimes the Navy,
Right.
and blew all that shit up. Renamed it to the Gulf of America.
Nice.
Yep. Then blows up Iran enough and shuts off the Strait of Hormuz to cut off oil to the planet, except through the Gulf of America.
Right.
United States becomes the number one oil supplier on the planet. Russia is trying to keep up, but they can't because they're too busy fighting a fucking war with the Ukraine that they can't seem to win. Which, let's be real, Russia, you
They should
should
have
be
won a long
embarrassed.
time ago.
You should be embarrassed by now, right?
Yeah, you should be.
You are no superpower. You are a bitch.
Yep.
Let's be real.
We all predicted early on that there was no way Ukraine could win this war with or without U.S. support. So
They did get a lot of U.S. They still are, but still, Russia still should have been able to literally just drive tanks in,
yep.
right? And why didn't they? I don't know.
I don't either.
It's just, um, like I said, anyway, oil. Russia's not putting out oil because of the war. United States is the biggest oil outputter on the planet as Saudi Arabia leaves OPEC.
Mm-hmm.
United States comes out a global leader in energy. We supply energy to the world.
Yep.
But Trump failed. Okay, so he failed upward so much that he took over the world's energy supply.
Right.
This is my argument that I'm trying to bring up. Because no, just like this fucking peace deal, right? And I don't know if you noticed, but I made sure not to share shit about a peace deal because I went nuts about it last couple times.
Right. It's a memorandum of understanding that has not been signed by anybody besides Trump yet.
No, every time he does this, all
and
it does
Israel
is fluctuate.
Keeps bombing Lebanon, and that's screwing up the peace deal.
Yeah, okay. Why the fuck does that have anything to do with what's going on in Iran? And I get it, but no, all of these fucking the war's almost over. All it's done is fluctuate the price of oil, and it's moved money.
Yep.
It's moving money around.
Yep.
You know what? The fact that it fell through again this time, I'm actually going to invest this time.
All right.
Well, it's already too late. I got to do it when they're on high again, don't I? Not a high, but
low.
Yeah, people are excited about it. Yes. Oh my God. These arguments are fucking stupid.
Yep.
Ukraine's stupid. What are they doing trying to fucking fight Russia? Why didn't they come to an agreement before it came to conflict? Let's be real, right?
Well, because Ukraine was promised by the Obama administration that they got rid of their nukes, we would protect them forever.
That made them NATO.
No, without NATO.
No, that made them NATO because the United States would be there protecting them, which means NATO would have to, right?
They're not officially NATO. Yeah, but yeah, okay. But you know,
so that's the issue. Is Obama?
We failed our promises to Ukraine. If they still had nukes, Russia wouldn't be attacking them right now. They wouldn't even dare.
So is that what it was? I remember us talking about this.
Yeah.
It had something to do with nukes.
When the Soviet Union broke up, they had several different nuclear bases.
That was 94, though.
I know, but Obama talked them into getting rid of their nukes with the promise that U.S. would always be there for them. And typical U.S. situations, we failed, and we're quasi there, and the American people don't give two shits about this war.
Yeah, we didn't put soldiers on the ground because we didn't want to get into a war with Russia.
Right.
And here's the problem: we're worried about their nuclear capacity, right?
Yeah.
That's the big issue. Russia's nuclear weapons. Apparently, their fucking weapons suck.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No. Does that just mean they're gonna radiate everything, or I don't know? But apparently their weapons don't work right. Like this, my God, this would be like the United States invading Mexico.
Right. You'd think.
It would be over in hours. Like, for real, why didn't Russia just drive 100,000 tanks across the border? Right up to the capital.
Maybe they don't have 100,000 tanks anymore. Maybe it's all a facade.
You think that's what it was? You know what? That's a good argument, dude, because if they could have done it, they probably would have, huh?
Yep.
Well, I mean, imagine if the United States decided it was time to take Mexico for whatever reason.
Right.
And we just rolled up with 100,000 tanks on the capital of Mexico, you know?
Yep.
What are they going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's a lot of tanks.
I gotta go get more beer. I'm out.
I was about to say the same thing, but I'll see what we're doing next. Oh shit. Yeah. Speaking of this, what's going on with the wars and such? Uh, Russia apparently fired a warning shot across the bow of, I believe it was an English, uh, UK registered yacht. Um, uh, I'm not sure what to think of this, and I'm gonna hope I remember to bring it when Brian comes back. A warning shot means continue what you're doing, and I will destroy you. Uh, believe it or not, the only people in the United States allowed to fire a warning shot at the United States Navy, which is why I'm going to cut a little bit of slack to the Russians here. However, they were in the English Channel firing a warning shot up across the bow of an English yacht. I think this is a real issue. The Russians are becoming way too aggressive. And I think NATO's letting this shit slide too much. They're expecting the United States to pick up the slack. But the United States has been busy. And look at what Russia's been doing while the United States has been busy. Well, where the fuck were all these other countries that refused to be involved in what was going on in Iran then? Why weren't they involved in Ukraine? No, they got their thumbs up their asses, pretending they're better than you. It's a bunch of garbage. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, the Ukraine apparently launched, I guess, anyway, launched a series of drone attacks into Moscow, which I thought one of the big agreements in this war was there was going to be a front line and that's it. We don't hit inland. Ukraine has not given a shit about that. They keep hitting civilian infrastructure in Moscow, which is very frustrating. Yeah, it's tough to support either side, you know?
Yep, sure is.
I'm sorry, I got to watch him sit down, put the headphones hear me say those words, and then respond like he knew what I said.
Exactly. I got to play along.
I know, but it was fucking excellently done, dude.
Thank you, thank you.
But I was going off. What are you drinking anyway, dude? That looks like a fucking giant, weird mug root beer.
No, it's not root beer. Captain Coke.
Yeah, you drink bitch drinks.
Whatever. I got more Miller Lite in my cooler here, so I brought a couple more cans up. So
yeah, I was going off about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
And how I think they're fucking both corrupt, fucking evil societies.
Yeah.
That for all I give a shit, they can kill each other.
Right. I understand. Yeah. I mean, Russian warships have fired warning shots at UK registered vessels and yachts in the channel, and
and that's
and then we got drone strikes. Apparently, Ukraine knows how to build drones.
Oh, that's what they've been doing. They're hitting Moscow.
It's a drone war. Yeah.
Well, that's the issue. Is these guys are supposed to have an agreement to fight a frontline war, and Ukraine keeps hitting Moscow.
Yeah.
And Belarus, is it Belarus or Belarus?
Belarus.
Okay. A soccer team. I'm gonna assume. I'm sorry. It said football team. I'm gonna assume that means soccer.
They're soccer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bus taking high school students to the fucking front line of the war to play fucking high school soccer. Good fucking idea, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, one of them got hit by a rocket or something.
Uh-huh.
Only one person died who happened to be an adult, and a whole bunch of children died. It was the wife of the coach who died.
Why was she on the bus?
Why not?
I've never been on
cheerleader kind of thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Belarus, I'm sorry, Belarus.
Belarus.
Yeah, see, again, I don't know which one it is.
Belarus.
Belarus?
Yeah.
is demanding you to know who fired the rocket because it matters. And whoever fired that rocket's going to lose the war. Because I don't know if you're aware of where this nation is located, but it's actually between Ukraine and Russia. It borders both. You know what I mean? No. And I was like, what are you guys going to do? For real, what are you going to do?
It's a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, bordered by Russia to the east and northeast, Ukraine to the south, Poland to the west, and Lithuania and Latvia to the northwest.
Ryan's getting really good at looking shit up real
There's
quick, isn't he?
nine. I'm not doing it. 9 million people. They speak Russian and Belarusian, and they use the Belarusian ruble. It used to be part of Soviet Union. Big surprise.
Yes, obviously.
The country is known for its forests, lakes, and relatively flat terrain, but they have close political and economic ties to Russia.
Yes, and that's the issue is that they're concerned now if Russia took out this soccer team of
They
high
didn't do it
school
on
kids.
purpose.
Well, they don't care if it was on purpose or not, honestly.
And the country has been led by the same person since 1994. So they don't have actual elections in Belarus, obviously.
And yeah, no, even if the Belarusians, is that the right word?
Sounds good enough to me.
Even if the Belarusians are finally offended by Russia, who cares?
What are they going to do?
No, it's a couple 100,000 people.
Millions.
Okay.
They have 9 million people living in the country.
9 million. So what is that? The East Borough of New York City?
Pretty much.
And that's something I think people don't realize. Just like these people that came to see the World Cup of Soccer. And they thought they were going to like fly to Boston and drive to go see all the games.
No, somewhere on the West Coast, somewhere on the East Coast.
It's like
Russia had how many people do you think the population of Russia is?
Oh,
9 million for Belarus. I've looked it up.
Oh, let me think for a moment.
Okay.
Keep busy talking. I'm gonna grab a beer. I'm gonna think from Russia.
Russia. How many people in Russia?
No, I think
the capital of Moscow has over 13 million residents just in the city.
In Moscow.
Yep.
Moscow is a big city though. It's not like Boston.
No.
All right. I'm gonna think of this for a couple seconds. You continue to speak while I grab a beer.
All right. So yeah, Russia, and then the second largest city in Russia is St. Petersburg. The United States has about 340 million people.
How many Belarusians are there?
9 million. Canada has 42 million people.
I'm going to guess 97 million.
Close. 146 million.
Oh, that wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. You were in the ballpark. I'll give you that. Yeah.
I was just thinking how much of Russia is inhabitable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Not a lot.
Like, a lot of it's Arctic.
Yeah.
You know?
Siberia.
Yeah. Here's the problem is, man, like okay, let me be John Lennon for a second.
So despite its normal size, Russia has less than half the population of the United States. Because they got a lot of frozen tundra.
That's why Russia's not nearly as powerful as they think they are.
Yeah.
The problem is they're powerful enough.
You got to pay attention to them.
That you have to pay attention, but like, you guys aren't moving the needle on the world, especially with the communism. You know,
right.
It's like you're stifling innovation because, like, why would I put in effort and spend my money to try to do something new and different? If you're just gonna take it from me anyway.
Right. Anything leftovers you want to cover?
That was everything we had in foreign and
No, I got
military.
bored. Yeah, all that's left is Iran. You want to talk anything about Iran?
No, you're right.
We can cover that next week because I'm sure we'll
I
have
don't care. I
more
don't care
Iran
enough.
news next week.
Oh, the war's ending.
We're going on 3 hours here, so
yeah. Oh, the war's ending. No, it's not. Okay, that's what's going on in Iran.
all Americans care about is gas prices.
Which is stupid, honestly. But
That's the average
problem is,
American. Average American is stupid.
well, what's even worse was inflation was what 9% when Trump took office under Biden.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to 3% or 3.2% now. And people are
And people are
bitching
still
about it.
freaking out. Yeah. Yep.
No, not even still. They didn't under Biden. Fucking Stephen Colbert did a whole sketch
Of course he did.
about how he was willing to pay more for gas.
But he wasn't willing to pay his
It
employees to
was
keep them employed.
going to save the world because he drives a Tesla. You know?
But he wouldn't pay to keep his employees employed when everybody got laid off and his show got canceled.
Yeah. Maybe there is some stuff I want to talk about in leftovers. Okay. Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut on base.
Yep.
It's
Pizza Hut
gone.
ain't there anymore no more. Pizza Hut's been sold to a Chinese company. No.
Yeah, I was a little surprised because
Well, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell's going through the roof. KFC has seen a resurgence too because they're doing all these weird deals where you can pretty much get a whole bunch of shit for really cheap. But Pizza Hut has been struggling, and so
well, no, the problem with you get a whole bunch of stuff really cheap that bothers me means that these guys could actually afford to charge you less,
they're not gonna.
but don't
Yeah.
because they know you're gonna pay it.
But the Yum brand has always been more focused on KFC and Taco Bell. Pizza Hut was always like an afterthought.
Yeah, I know, but pizza's pretty good.
Yeah, but they're closing locations everywhere. I mean, their latest thing is, hey, people like to eat in the restaurants. Maybe we can open up some. They're actually bringing back the lunch buffet in certain locations.
Yeah, it's tough to find that.
It is. I got a couple here in Michigan that I could go check out and do, you know, within driving distance, within like half hour, 45 minutes. And that's where I think Pizza Hut lost it was because they tried to focus on drive through and delivery so much that they forgot what their core people were. The people showed up for their lunch buffets, and they also people want to come in and enjoy a dine-in experience in a pizza place. Even if they weren't there for the lunch buffet, people still showed up for dinner, ordered a couple of pizzas and some sodas or beers, and just sat there and ate pizza. You can't do that very many places anymore when it comes to chain restaurants.
Yeah. The problem is, I think if we brought back Pizza Hut the way it used to be, it'd be a great thing for the United States with the reading program.
Yeah.
Free personal pizzas for kids who read 5 books.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore.
Well,
it was a good program. I agree with you.
I don't remember what I was. Oh, this is about the UK kid. Check this out. You see the UK banned social media for children.
Yeah.
I
think Australia did too, but we don't have our Aussie guy on to talk about it.
But they did it a bit ago, and we talked about when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
UK has done it, and here's a teenager that's what she's gonna do instead of going to the internet.
Okay, what'd she say?
You do. Stare at a wall. Stare at a wall. Okay.
Oh my God, it's gonna go straight to a commercial, isn't it?
Probably.
What? Oh, hold on.
Earlier, we looked at screen time. What was your screen time over the weekend?
9 hours.
9 hours. So suddenly you're going to have a lot more time to fill. And what will you do?
Stare at a wall.
Stare at a wall.
Stare at a
Okay.
wall? What the fuck?
That's what got me was stare at a wall. Why not go do something besides stare at a wall?
Exactly.
This is the problem. This is a 14-year-old kid who doesn't realize there's stuff to do besides the internet.
I mean, I turned on screen time on my phone when it was offered right away just to know how much crap I'm wasting on social media, and it's 8 hours, 9 hours a day, what it averages, and that's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah. When I check my phone in the morning, a couple times during the day when I'm doing shit.
Well, my screen times went up for Facebook and social media since I moved to Michigan, so 'cause I don't have a job yet, I'm got nothing better to do. I'm bored, so that's what I do. It sucks.
And you're still getting less screen time than these teenagers.
Yes. And I'm not gonna stare at a wall when I can't get on Facebook either. I'll find some other shit to do in life. Like my wife made me go kayaking a while ago. For the
Dear
first
God,
time.
what did you do when you were a kid, Brian?
I didn't have it. There was no internet and there was no cell phone.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you didn't just stare at a wall, did you?
No, I survived. I made it to 50s. I made it to now,
Here's the thing is I remember before the internet. I remember the internet showing up.
Right. I remember having dial-up internet.
Oh yeah.
I had CompuServe. You probably had AOL.
Yeah, we had AOL.
You got the disc in the mail.
Yes, exactly. The CD.
Everybody got one of those in the mail. Multiple times.
That's because they gave you the software for free.
CompuServe was free too. You just had to I don't know.
Yeah, you just had to go find it. Versus these guys gave it to you. It's like,
yeah,
come
and
on,
where is AOL now?
Oh, I know, but that was good marketing at the time, wasn't it?
They failed though. They didn't move on. They didn't move with the times.
AOL still exists, but recently someone just bought them actually.
So people still do dial up with AOL?
No, it's not dial up. They've gone full digital. America Online. Geez, what was that? Early 90s?
Probably.
Sounded like a fax machine hooking up.
Yep.
Something in here about Fauci, I'm pretty sure. No?
I don't know.
Biden and his fucking classified shit. I don't know if I care enough.
What happened to I shared a video of Biden at the Obama thing where everybody left him on stage by himself for his at the library.
I remember seeing it, but I don't know where it went.
Oh well.
All right.
Because nobody cares about Biden anymore, and they just left him on stage by himself.
Yeah, exactly. Just like his wife strung him out, right?
Yep.
She fucking completely threw him under the bus to sell her book. They need more money? Is that what it is? Or does she want to be famous?
I think she wants to be famous. They don't even need more money.
For throwing her husband, the president, under the bus.
Yep.
Could you imagine being famous for being the first lady who said, yeah, no, my husband was a fraud? He completely ripped off the American people? Can you imagine that's why you remember it in history?
That's crazy.
And I was the woman who supported it.
Yeah.
You know?
I was the one to help cover up the fraud for the longest time.
Yeah, and pretend it didn't. You did so good, Joe. You answered all the questions. Oh, was he 6 years old?
Exactly. He's in his 80s.
I think we got this one, Ryan.
All right. Cutting the cord.